steel, a giant stands, a mech with heavy pants commands, each step a quake, a thunderous might, eyes aglow in the endless night. A taint beneath, dark and vast, power fierce, shadows cast, a mighty taint beneath its core, a warrior spirit, ancient lore. Welcome, Tainted, a lace-up tunic or medieval hoodie. Welcome, Tainted, let's talk about color, or should we? Welcome, Tainted, thinking outside the blocks. Welcome, Tainted, thanks for joining us, you rock! Have your fun hole rocks. Welcome, Tainted. Enjoy the Chronicles Outdone song. Welcome, Tainted. Thinking outside the blocks. Welcome, Tainted. Thanks for joining us, you rock!
Okay, welcome everybody to your weekly live stream. We call it Think Outside the Blocks. It's the Brickworld official live stream. And what do we do on this live stream? We talk to you about thinking outside the rigid medium that is Lego, also outside your mental blocks, and a little something that we like to call our show that's maybe a variety show. Hard to say. Let's see who is with us today. We'll get to where Mark is in a minute because he should be joining us. But Rob Claxton gives us a good evening, 6:37, so about 25 minutes before showtime there. VMAC here as well. He's saying it's a Ben Solo show, only for a little while. Mark should be joining us in a little while here. Brick Larrikin also says hello. And Marty Becker joining us as well. Enjoyed Holiday Joy. It's kind of the double enjoyment there. But yes, Holiday Joy was this weekend, which means that is where Mark is now. He is finishing and cleaning up that. And as soon as he is done, which he predicts will be about 8 o'clock, he should be on. But we have some stuff we can go over before that. We also have a hello from Sarah this morning as well, or this evening as well. And our show letter this week, before we get too far into it, is P. And we'll talk about some of the various topics before Mark gets on. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about my build or my rebuild. And that's usually a highlight that we like to get in. Well, I'm getting a slow internet warning already, so this is going to be interesting. But I got a fair amount done on the rebuild that we talked about last week from the castle towers. So we can revisit that and get to it for a minute. VMAX says, brought to you by P and Mark isn't here. He plays Alanis Morissette, which I assume would be, isn't it ironic? No, Mark will be here, but it might be a few minutes. Okay, so we got to save the first one for Mark. Let's talk about my day today. You know, we always like to open up with how our weeks are going, so you know what sort of mood your hosts are in before we get into the nitty-gritty here. And today was, as we had talked about, I'm wearing my Vikings gear today. I had quite the morning, quite the day. The day started off with both my wife and my daughter playing in the handbell choir at church. So they wrapped that up and we had to speed over to the Vikings game. The Vikings were playing the Atlanta Falcons today. The Vikings had a good game, which was exciting. But the main reason we were going, my son has been to a couple of Vikings games, but every time he's gone, his personal hero, Justin Jefferson, has been injured. So because of that, he has really wanted to go back when Jefferson was playing. Not only did Jefferson play today, he caught 2 touchdowns and the Vikings won. But more exciting than all of that for him was that it happened to be Kids Club Day. It's one time a year, if you happen to have tickets for the game and you're a member of this kids club, you can come onto the field after the game. They had some activities, as well as the opportunity to meet a Vikings player. And that was really exciting for him. We were predicting, and we were right. They weren't, wasn't going to be the quarterback or the starting safety. But there were a couple of guys who he was available to meet, including one of the wide receivers on the team. That's who he chose to meet. So he got a picture with Trent Sherfield Jr., who has played a little bit for the Vikings this year. I think he's even caught a touchdown. So that was fun for him. He was absolutely in heaven. I do have a video that I'm trying to pull here of Miles afterwards being able to catch a touchdown pass. I got to throw him a touchdown out on the field when we got to go down there. So I'm trying to get that. It's taking me a second here to find it. But while we're working on getting that up, let's see who else has joined us in the Tainted today. Alternate candidate is giving us a wave. I also get an adorable from VMAC Attack. I'm not sure what the adorableness was, VMAC, but I'm glad to have taken that. We've got a lot of chat going on, people saying hi to each other, including Papa Rex, who's not doing much. He tells our Claxton he's just hanging out and watching the show. Well, I can't imagine that there's anything more that you've enjoyed than listening to me talk about my son at the Vikings game today. So if you want to, of course, you can like and subscribe, hit that bell so you get notifications when we go live. Mark occasionally does go live at weird times to do cozy streams and other such things. And we are planning, we even have a show run for it, a members only live stream very soon. And I do mean very soon. So we're talking about doing that for everyone who is a show member. Hopefully you can be excited for that. VMAC clarifies that the ding dong was for the bell choir, and that makes perfect sense because I said they played in the bell choir, and it was adorable. So you can both get the double there for both the bells going ding dong as well as my daughter playing in it. She was very excited because she got the first note of the song and she got to play it all by herself. No other notes to start out the song. Having a real hard time finding this video that I just downloaded. I'm sure that it's Apple's fault because, of course, I took it on a cell phone. One-handed, I was both throwing him passes and trying to record it. I managed to do that, but at the same time, yep, I'm pretty sure it's this one. Yep, it's because it's an iPhone video that I'm going to have to move it over. The other option we can try is I can just try to share my screen and play it, and we have tried this experiment before, where I was able to share a screen and get audio to work. Mark has never successfully been able to do it, but I'm pretty sure I can. So here we go. We're going to give it a try. We are going to share the entire screen with the system audio. So here we go. Here's me tossing a Vikings touchdown to my son right up on the screen, and here it comes. All right, let's see Miles run his route here in the Jefferson jersey. And there it is. He snags the touchdown grab. So there's my son. Kept Holland in a touchdown over on the Vikings field. So he was very excited to be able to do that. Also got a hello today from Oaktown Bricks and everything else. Did anybody in the Tainted get to attend Holiday Joy besides Marty Becker? If you did, give me your impressions. You can put them in the chat while we get ready for our first segment today, which is going to be a little mock talk so that we can see what's happened with my attempt to build this hexagonal tower. I'm running low on pieces, but I have a few stories about how it's been going that we can talk about while I show this. I also went to dinner this week with some of my college friends, and I don't know what exactly the reason is, but none of them had any idea that I hosted a Lego live stream every week. So we tried to play some of our classic bits for them just so that they could check it out. I don't know. They like Lego, so hopefully they'll join us sometime. But we'll see. Marty Becker comments that Brickworld Chicago can be a little chaotic. So Holiday Joy was very much enjoyed and was very relaxing compared to Brickworld Chicago, which is no question. I do totally understand that there's at the expos and a more intimate one like this, there's probably a lot less pressure and a lot more ability to see everything. Hopefully the holiday lights or the World of Lights part was fun as well. It's always a highlight of Brickworld Chicago, and Mark's been doing a few things to try to incorporate that into some other shows. So hopefully that went well as well, and it's something that he can keep doing. Okay, well, go ahead in the chat and drop any other comments you might want to have about Holiday Joy. But while we're getting ready for that, let's hop over to talk about my mock. And if we're going to talk about my mock, then we've got to play a walk-up song. And because Mark's not here today, and we're only going to play one walk-up song, not here yet. Don't everyone drop off at once because I'm the only one here. But because of that, we will play the longer walk-up song, which would happen to be the alternate intro. So let's go with this. Here we go.
Server us, his name is Ben. This man is cool, he's always zen. Mark calls him the man to the left. Is he our favorite host? Most deaf. He builds all themes, a crazy mix. Go catch them on his Insta pics. Yet here he stands, a broken mind. Do castles suck, or are they divine?
Everyone kept saying this weird thing to me, that I preferred space to castle. And they kept saying that I was promoting this rumor. I felt very gaslit.
He lets his kids join him on the stream. He ain't much to see, but his wife's a dream. He's Scaggy Ben when he puts down the brick, but you can call him C when he's getting clicks. A man of split minds torn apart, caught between his head and heart. Castles stand in full core E, in his soul spaceships run free.
There is no proof that I have ever said anything negative about Castle in my entire existence. In fact, look at my title. It says Ben Loves Castle.
His walk-up track is almost done. He's about to pull up the show run. Did he build a computer this week? Or will he show us something more sleek? Castle banner, ship engines glow. Welcome, Tainted to the show. Remember to hit subscribe and like. Mark and Ben gonna drop the mic.
Okay, so there we go with the longer intro. And before I bring up where we are this week, I thought I would just show this picture of where we were last week with the two towers, two with two O's, because I thought they were too tall, at least maybe for their girth. So in that sense, they were too small, they were too square, and they were too symmetrical in height and design. So where have we gone from there? Well, I thought I was going to add a hexagon to this whole thing, and that's what we ended up doing. And here it is, the hex tower now being this new design here that we tried to sneak in so that we could get some additional angles as well as add a little bit of closeness, I guess. There was a pretty weird floor structure up above on this one when I was trying to get that square tower in there. You can see I didn't get all the way up on the hex because a lot of the design requires that I have the availability to use a bunch of these double wide cheese slopes to sort of put the two corners or all of the corners of the castle together for the hexagon. So that it requires two of the cheese slopes back to back like this to make the angle that's appropriate. So I need a lot of these, and I didn't have all of them. So it needed, it needs a lot of them. Let's just say that. There are a few sets that have a bunch of these, but not nearly enough to, go out and buy one and hope that I'll just be able to finish the castle. It really, truly requires a brick link or a Lego type order to get those. The other part that I need a lot of, and this was sort of a pretty lucky strike for me this week, is it needs a lot of snot bricks, and in particular, these double tall ones. So these 5-plate tall ones with a pair of studs on them come in very useful. I use a lot of the single tall ones as well, but these certainly make everything go a lot faster. And I ran out of those pretty fast. And so I looked it up to see if they were in a lot of sets. They weren't in anything inexpensive. They weren't in a lot of poly bags or something that I thought I might have some of just sitting around. But there were a whole bunch of them, 280 something, I think, in the Spider-Man Daily Bugle set. I don't have that set. I don't have it on display. It would probably be sort of difficult to find. It's definitely easier and better to just bricklink the parts or get them from Lego as well. Again, same thing. But what I ended up doing is going to my Bricks and Minifigs, because I also needed a bunch of plates. I was running really low on single wide gray plates of basically every color. So I wanted to get some of those from the brick pit. And when I went in, they happened to have a Daily Bugle that was in the brick bin, half torn apart already. So I might not have got 280 of these things in there. But because I had that Bricks and Pieces, not the Bricks and Minifigs store near me, I probably snagged like 60 or 70 of these in the brick pit. I found them pretty easily. A lot of them were already put together. So I felt like that was almost like a sign that I definitely should be going this route to make the hexagon. So we can stop on the hexagon the next time it circles around here and take a look at sort of where it's going. Obviously, it required quite a bit of rebuild to get it to where it is now. But what I ended up doing here is I had to build this base out down at the bottom to support the bottom of the tower. Now that it's wider than the old 4-wide tower. It's not 4-wide, 4-sided tower. It was 8 wide on each side, just like it is now. But because of the hexagon shape, it pushed it out quite a bit. So here's the new rock section. It actually blended in pretty well. It wasn't too bad to get working on that. But it did give me some additional opportunities to kind of do a little restructuring in some places that I wasn't super happy with before, including sort of this door area down here. So now we've got, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a little bit of rock work hanging down there, but a little more rock work into this connecting point, as well as some more rock work creeping up the side on this as well. I also added a pine tree down below here, actually a couple, but this bigger pine tree as well, since there was sort of a big empty space there. So we managed to fill that up as well. It's also a technique that I like. So kind of a bigger pine tree to go with some of the smaller ones that we've been getting in there. VMAX says on my luck on the Daily Bugle happening to be in the brick pit, that's just stupid lucky. Yeah, it was. It's literally the only set that has them in quantity, and it happened to be in there. The other thing that was in the brick pit they had a tumbler that was mostly disassembled. And what you really want from those big tumblers are the big wheels. And somebody had taken some parts from the tumbler. They didn't take the wheels. I was like, are you crazy? The big wheels and the big tires are like the whole reason to pull stuff out of that set. So I actually have those sitting over here too. There are 4 of these big wheels in that set. So I got 4 of these as well. So that was a pretty good bit of luck. Let's see here. Christian Lego Master says that it looks great so far. Well, thank you. We can also see that we went with a little more vine creepage up the side of the hex tower as well. And we're not quite all the way there because I ran out of those cheese slopes. But I did get up to the point where I'm adding the fancier windows. I don't think I'm going to end up with 6 of these fancier windows. I think it's going to be 5. And the one that goes over the door that connects to the castle will probably be something else. Probably a crest or a flag or colors or something to sort of highlight a little bit more on the castle up above that. The other thing that I sort of was, I guess, a little disappointed in some of the other parts of the build was some of the wall texture. I think I've got it a little better on this hex side. It's a little distracting when you have the corners meeting up like this. Makes it look a little rough here and there as well. But I think the texture, I tried to insert more sort of inserts more into the wall, not just out of the wall, to try to add some more texture. So I'm using a few more different elements here and there to sort of throw in a little more variety. And I think that it's going pretty well, but it is using a lot of plates. So that's kind of the one thing about this technique in particular, is that it uses a lot of plates. The other thing I guess we can highlight is sort of how the technique connects on the inside, because that helps keep it all stable in here. So now maybe you can get a bit of a look there at how this is built. So the 6 sides join up at a mitered corner, as you can see there, and it is using standard hinges, but you can't have the hinges just connect a 2x8 to a 2x8. If you did that, there would be too large a gap where the mitered corner is supposed to be. So instead, you can kind of see in here, and if not, I can build a little prototype here. But you can sort of see how the structure is. Jumper plates are coming off of a 2x8, and that is allowing the side next to it, which is in one stud from the edge, to create that nice mitered corner look. And I can do a quick example here because it's not too tricky, and I happen to have all the pieces right on hand to show you how it's built. So I'm just going to grab a couple pieces. Live building is not typically what we do. Usually we just show progress on what we have done, but I figure this is a good opportunity as any to show you guys kind of what this technique looks like. Jesse's Brick Galaxies here as well, giving us a hey. I was able to catch some of Jesse's Brick Galaxies Dungeons and Dragons homebrew activity, their latest adventure this last Friday night. So glad Jesse can join us here as well. Okay, so here's the big sort of way that this is built. And I guess we can go, well, maybe we'll go with this one. We'll put the big one put me up on the screen here. So the way that it's built, I got to make sure it's in focus here. You can see I got a 2x8 with a jumper plate on, with a pair of jumper plates on it. I'll get my fingers going the right way. Right here, jumper plates. And then the hinge, and then it connects on the other side I kind of have to cut it in so that it fits like this. Jesse says, you alone there want a guest? Sure, Jesse, I'd love a guest. Let me give you an address here and we'll send it on over. Probably Instagram is what we'll give it a try to do, so that you can hang out with me until you're tired of it, until Mark gets here, or till the end of the show. Always welcome to stay. So let me get Jesse on here, or at least give an attempt here to get the old Brick Galaxy on the show. All right, here we go. All right, Jesse, I've sent it to you. So there we go. Yes, I also got this comment. We'll do it live. Yeah, this is a famous clip of one of your favorite conservative talk hosts who couldn't get it right. I think it was Bill O'Reilly. Couldn't get it right a few times, and then threw down the old "We'll just do it live" in anger out of that. So yeah, that's the basic structure of the angle. And then while I still have some here, I might as well throw in the mitered corner so you can see what it looks like. So then if I have a couple of these things here, we can miter it up nice and tight. And here we have it. And now you can see with the cheese slopes on there, it's nice and mitered. So that's how it looks to build in this hexagonal structure. And we can try to put up a Brickworld video how-to on that as well. But that's kind of the idea on how it works. All right, I got a Brick Dad build says, hello, Ben. Breakdown was taking some time. Yeah, it always takes a little bit extra here and there on those shows to make sure everything is going as it should. There are a few other things on this build I talked about changing that I haven't been able to do yet. So one of them was making this part on the tower wider as well. But before we get to that, look, we've got someone to add to the stage. Jesse's Brick Galaxy. He's here. You seem to be muted, Jesse.
Oh,
there you are. Now I can hear you.
Am I there? Okay.
You're there. You're there.
Yeah. I was kind of relaxed, and then I was like, why is he by himself there? Is Mark away?
And he'll be in when he's done breaking down Holiday Joy, but that'll be a little while still.
Oh, Holiday Joy was this weekend.
It was this weekend. Yeah, I wish it was next weekend. I might have been able to make it. But alas, I was not, so that's okay. VMAC asks, what's the math at the bottom attachment points? Well, I ignore the math and I just build a lot of tile to support the other sides of the hexagon. But that's typically how it is. The cheese slope angle should be approximately 30 degrees in order to make a perfect hexagon. I think it's slightly more than that, but with machining tolerances, it's basically perfect to make that hexagon. And it locks in really well in terms of its shape. But then where the connection points are on the bottom is a little tricky. So really on this particular build, I only have it attached sort of on this side closest to the castle, which also makes it line up nicely up on top where the floor meets the tower. And then the rest of it is just a lot of tile on the ground and on the rock work to help it stay, or at least that would normally be the case. It turns out, and this could just be dumb luck, that the way I built studs not on top of rock on this side, it's actually locked in over here as well. Maybe unintentionally. Maybe there is some math that told me how that would have or should have worked.
Hide the math with rock work.
But hide it. Hide your sins if you have to, with a little bit of rock work. So that's kind of how that's been working there. So yeah, I didn't get around to finishing a bunch of the extras, but I did, get some some progress on the hexagon at least. We can kind of kick this back up and spin it around. So what do you think? Do you like the new shape better over there
Yeah.
than the square tower? I think we should go the other direction.
Yeah, I was looking at some hexagon work on a smaller scale, just, clipping and putting things in from JK Brickworks earlier today. And I think you're not clipping those in, right?
Nope, it's all hinges.
It's all hinges. Okay.
Yep. Here's the rough example of what it looks like.
Because they're 8 by. Okay.
Yep, they're 8 by, and then they kind of have this kind of notched out bottom piece there. But when there's 6 of them all lined up, it basically makes a perfect hexagon. You can see there's very little gap.
Yeah.
Where they meet. So it looks pretty solid. Up close, you can see the technique in it, but it makes a really nice shape.
Yeah, I saw this one from JK Brickworks.
There you go. Yeah, so there's another one. It's probably pretty similar in a lot of ways.
It's so small though. It's not even 4 wide. It's like 2 plus the cheese loaves.
Yeah, well, so because the angle here doesn't change regardless of how wide the tower is. So you can do on this one, you could do it 4 wide, you could do it 6 wide, you could do it 10 wide.
Oh, okay.
It wouldn't really matter. Which is
Where
nice.
You put the hinge. Yeah.
Right. It's just that the hinge kind of has to be inset like this, and that's about all it takes.
Connected and then jumpered.
Yep, there it is. And then on the top side, I use a what do they call this piece? The double jumper. Is that what you call it? The 3 wide one with the 2 studs on top. I have a whole bag of them up here. Yeah, double jumper sounds like a good name for it. I know I have some because I'm using them all the time. But anyway, I use the double jumper with a 1x3 on top of it to reinforce where I put the hinges. So the double jumper here on this piece out to the brick outside of that with this plate on top of it, and that plate on top of it, got to put it on the right side, and that locks it in nicely on the top and bottom of the hinge, so the hinges don't just pull off when you're working on the tower. So it is a very solid build when you get done with it, and it doesn't really move around too much. You kind of have to put additional hinges in. You can't really just do the top and the bottom. You probably have to put a couple in the middle as well.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the walls start kind of bowing away from each other as you move up.
I need to try that.
Yeah, it's a cool technique, and I was actually thinking of potentially doing something with this tower as well, a smaller hexagon or making the tower bigger. I don't know if I will. I want to finish the hex tower first and see how I like it before I try something like that. But I might do that as well, because I think part of what I was feeling while I was building this is that it was sort of squished. And part of it is because I have a round base and then the rockwork angles up as it goes up, which kind of makes everything, push to the center.
Mm-hmm.
So this is sort of the idea of being able to add a little more structure and size without making everything look too square. So I'm not sure what I'll do with this back tower yet. I still think it looks too tall for its size, for its width, I guess. I don't feel that way about the hexagon one. In fact, I kind of almost feel like your hexagon tower or my hexagon tower can be a lot taller and still won't feel strange. But that's what we've got going on this week's build.
Maybe that one goes higher and the other one goes, or maybe if that one's higher than the other one, it won't look. I don't know.
won't look so tall and kind of out of place. Yeah. So we'll see. Maybe it'll be a hex back there too. I don't know yet. But kind of this, this angle when it's spinning around with the taller, bigger tower is kind of what I'm going for. And so Brick Dead Build says, yeah, shorten the square tower, make the hex tower taller, right? Brickworld just said looks too short. I don't know what looks too short. It's probably the hex tower that he's saying that about, just kind of being a pain in the butt while he's joining us there. But yeah, I'm obviously still working on this one. But until I get some more double cheese slopes, what else can I do? Just kind of have to go about until it gets here.
Parts.
Yeah, make the hexagon one under construction as a finish. Put some temporary timbers in and stuff. Yeah, I mean that's always kind of a. I do like the sort of under construction look when people have done it in MOCs. Castle in particular, I think it's fun. But yeah, I kind of, if I was doing that, I think I would want a lot more of the MOC to look unfinished and not just one tower. But that's just me. Who knows? But it's always kind of a fun thing and maybe something I will want to tackle someday. So I'll put that on the bucket list for another build idea. The other thing that I've been considering doing, and it's not even that exciting. It's nice to have this on the turntable so I don't always have to.
That's great. With the remote.
Pull it around.
I think I've got something like that similarly, but I never use the remote.
Yeah. The other thing was making this tower just one wider. For various reasons. It wouldn't be that much work. Because a lot of it is taken up by this part, the corner in the window in the corner here. So there's not a lot of structure that's overlapping on the other side. So it'd be pretty easy to push it out one.
Okay.
My only concern is that, starts making this kind of open space up there smaller and smaller and smaller.
Right.
But I think making that one wider will help with a couple other things that are bothering me on this. And it's a minor thing, but that's all it takes.
One wider, not two, not one wider on both sides.
Just one wider. Yep.
So one extra stud between the windows?
One extra stud. Yeah, so there'll be one extra stud between the windows, and this window will be over one.
To match that.
Yeah, and then there would be a 4 wide arch here instead of a 3 wide, which would match sort of the design on the other towers. But more importantly than any of that is because on the other side where I have the gate, the tower up above it is off center in total because of that. It's not like a huge deal. This window here is still right centered above the door, so that's good.
Okay.
But then up above it, I added these, put on some of these tar drippers, so you can drop tar on people, and they're not centered above the door. They're sort of one off to one side and one off to the other. And again, it's not a huge deal, but if I'm taking stuff apart, you might as well take it apart. The other thing with these, droppers of the tar is that with the way they're structured right now, I don't quite have enough room to add the second tar bucket with the same connection. So there's a number of reasons why one taller would help or one wider would help, but it is definitely work.
Just swivel on the tar container there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So that's what we're working on. You can see there's some construction there, so all my guys have fallen over. But you can see how the door now interacts, or how the door and the wall meet on that hex tower, and you can see it's pretty flush. There's no weird floor gaps or anything. It just kind of meets the floor right where it needs to be. So that's a nice bonus. But that's kind of where we are.
Hate it when they have a door and there's a funky little one stair out.
Yeah.
Dang, inspirational, I'd say. I gotta get my chops mocking something up.
Yeah, you kind of hover between Dungeons and Dragons and lots of Marvel. So are you thinking of trying some other stuff, or kind of where are you right now?
I bought the X Mansion, so
Okay.
yeah, if I was to mock the X Mansions differently, as far as a superhero build and adding it to what I've got on display at the museum and whatever, maybe it's the X Mansion finally that I try to redo. But I think because that just came out, everyone's going to be doing it.
Yeah.
Or doubling it up, and stuff like that. I've been.
Yeah. I mean, the criticism was pretty strong that it wasn't wide enough. Is that sort of where you've landed on it as well?
It's all over too small. You can't have tiny little rooms like that in a mansion.
Yeah.
And it works because of Lego Scrunch, I think, a little bit, but yeah, it looks weird in the box.
Yeah.
I'll probably build it as written, if you will, per instructions, and then see what I think about it. But yeah, I've been only building little battle terrains. It's been a long time since or the habitats in Halloween was the last creative thing that really got done.
Yeah. You did those D&D habitats, so that looked like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of a nice, easy way to build something for a minifig without having to make too large a commitment to an entire realm. I think it's more fun to try to squish them down into those habitats. So I always like those. I really do.
And I got some new figures pulled out of this box. I had this sealed from a Brickmania Brick Brigade thing for the mouse heads.
Oh.
And I finally cracked the seal. Built the Jeep just because, I don't know. But mostly wanted the mouse heads out of there. So I put D&D figures on there, and now I got some
of course they work as D&D figures.
Of course. So I think if I do anything big mock wise for Brickworld or other shows, I gotta think really long and hard about what I want to concentrate on.
Yeah. Let's see. We got a few comments here. Let's see here. Ron Smith says, good evening. Nick and Brick says, yes, it's an evening to be good on. I think that's probably some Lord of the Rings chat there with a, what do you mean by good evening? Cooper Copper Kayak, as Mark always does, yes. Coming to us from Alaska with a yo, what's up? Brickworld says, holy cow, this mock is a heater. I get sounds like a done decision. We'll just wait for the finished change. Well, the Hexagon Tower's finished in terms of change thought. The rest of it's not sold yet. Who knows if I come back or and don't extend the middle tower by one or don't do anything to this back tower. We'll see. I just kind of have to go with a gut feeling on a lot of this as to what sort of looks best. Mark knows sort of he talks about it, and he has talked about it before, the golden ratio, sort of what height things are supposed to be next to each other to please your eye. I sort of know that in in an esoteric way, I guess. I don't know the exact ratio, nor would I try to calculate it. But you just kind of get that idea that something needs balance. And that's kind of where it goes. Let's see here. Brickworld says, I'll join the stream after I'm done watching all the Switch 2 leaks. VMAX says, I need mouse heads. Where did you get those, Jesse?
I know. I pulled them out of this Brick Brigade set. I mean, this is an old set. This is probably 2017, 2020 dated. I don't even know if Brick Brigade exists anymore. I think it was bought out, by Brickmania, and that's why I had these. I was selling them.
Yeah, I think they had a I don't remember if it was Despero or what it was, but they had some sort of deal where they were making those, or Mouse King, they were making those mouse heads from one of those groups. Yeah, it could have been Brick Brigade or someone else.
Yeah. But how cool is that to get like 3 different molded colors, at the same time? That's great.
The reddish orange and the black and the reddish brown. Not reddish orange, the dark orange. Let's see here. I've been told Ron Smith also loves the medieval mice. The golden ratio is 1.618. VMAX trying to give us a Fibonacci sequence, which probably also plays into that somehow. But Brickworld knows his golden ratio. He holds on to it as tight as he can. So that's it for this week's edition of My Mock. Do you have anything that you're working on, Jesse, that you can show?
Boy, I mean, I've littlest things. This is the other thing I built was a rug of smothering this week. It's tiny. I'm just building little monsters and things. Somebody was doing an advent calendar and like that 25 days before, like a D&D advent calendar and little micro builds every week. And this was something I kind of borrowed from one of the days. Because I've done a rug of smothering during D&D, but it's usually just the rug, and then it like a mimic, it animates. And I thought this was good to give it like more of that vicious, kind of like it came alive.
Yeah,
and stole that technique, but managed to throw that together. I recolored it with whatever curved slope pieces. And I'm not too happy still with yellow and gold. But it's your favorite colors, maroon and gold.
Maroon and yellow, yeah. Putting them together.
Maroon
like
and
that.
Yellow, yeah.
Yeah.
So that is the maroon and yellow spaceship pirate thing I was going to build.
Yeah, I think it looks fine as like a medieval rug. I hate the color combinations together as like an outfit. I'm just like, ugh.
Oh yeah. Ugh. Yeah, for a fancy rug, I think it's okay. It's fine. And I just use these sparingly in our little adventures, and who knows when this is going to come up, but it's nice to have on hand things like that. And werewolves. I was reading the adventure for the next thing, and I think I need more werewolf things. So my little collection of werewolves standing by might have to increase to 12 with a 13th for a leader based on what I read. Yeah, that's
they'll have to come in waves maybe. So it looks like you got 4 of the monster hunter heads,
8,
and then 1 wolf costume head, and then a couple of the were those Marvel ones, the One Night Werewolf, or whatever he was called.
Yeah, Werewolf by Night.
Werewolf by Night. And then is that last one the Halloween CMF? Is that what that last one is?
This one's adapted, like, because I took the head off of this one and put it like, so there's 3, and these are all different prints, which is unique. But
wow,
like grandma, the video, and
the video.
The video one's the center. It's got like these crazy gold eyes. So just prepping for that and reading that. Mock wise, again.
I showed my kids last night, speaking of werewolves, I watched the Michael Jackson Thriller movie / music video.
Right.
They were not happy with Michael turning into a werewolf at the beginning of that episode. They thought that was terrifying, and I was like, come on. On Smith says the video wolf. Yeah, apparently there was a video wolf as one of the characters.
Series 2 only available through European lines. so it is more rare in the US. But people that are emphatic about that line go the extra mile, and I've gotten that character and the dragon, of course. They have a red dragon head, I believe, that only came out of that video line.
Yeah, what was interesting about that is I think they said that they were only released in Europe, but I did find them in the US. But just for like 1 week. I think I found them. I think it was at a Walmart.
No way.
Yeah, like after the fact, and I managed to get. I think I managed to get all of them, but I never saw them again. It was crazy how fast they went through those. To the extent they even showed them at all. Okay, well, normally after mock talk we get into some set news, and hopefully Mark will join us while we're talking about some of these. We won't talk about the best ones until he's here, just so that we can get all three of our opinions. But we're going to move over to the plethora of preciousness or preciousnesses, because there were again a bunch of additional sets out or shown finally. What kind of sucks is they're not all on Shop Lego yet, so we have to pull them from somewhere else. I think the first ones I want to talk about are, and I know, well, Mark will want to talk about those. Let's start with Dreams, because I don't think that.
Oh yeah, do Dreams with me. I wanted to look into those again.
Yeah, because I don't think that it was exciting this time as it had been in some of the other ones, but they still had some interesting pieces. And that's kind of always been the thing with Dreams.
For that too. Like, are these January 1st things too, but they're still just not on Shop at Home?
If they're not on Shop at Home yet, I'm guessing they're probably shooting for March 1, but who knows, right?
Yeah, because I remember seeing a couple of flashes of these new Dream sets, and I forget what stood out, and then I couldn't find it at Shop at Home, so I gave up. I'll probably buy the Tudor Manor modular on the first, and that'll be my big purchase.
Yeah, we'll get to that one. We showed that one as sort of, this rumor's been out there, we think it's legit, and then they did finally come out with it being legit, so that was nice for us. Good to be right. But also a very cool set, and we're going to talk about that one at length definitely later on.
Oh, cool.
All right, so we'll switch over to my extra slide here to get a look at these.
I've got admin rights, by the way. I didn't need an invite.
Oh, okay.
Mark, yeah. So I can pop in whenever you guys need me. I can just
that makes sense.
And
make it easy on us.
Like share and do comments and stuff.
Wow. Mark's just he was probably happy to do that.
Z-Blob.
So here's this tiny little Z-Blob
spaceship torso.
Yeah, you got a space torso with the Z-Blob muck coming off it.
I like that a lot.
What do you think of the goofy little tiny Z-Blob head here?
It's cute. So that they've printed that before. I have one, but not on a mech. I think it's the right size. Or if he's going to stay tiny Z-Blob, whatever the story entails. But I really like the minifig a lot. The torso.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Do they have that color green helmet?
Not the classic space one. They did do the
idea set. Was it still idea
set? But that was
came out? Yeah.
That was
true green.
We'll get the green. I think this is that same color. So we'll have green tanks probably. Maybe this is the lighter green. But we don't have a classic space helmet, because even that one was the motorcycle one with the visor style.
Okay.
So not a lot else to say about this one. Let's take a look at this second one. We got Bunchu. I think we did talk about this one. Maybe we didn't, but I kind of like the little stuffed animal. I know my daughter will be crazy for that piece. I don't know how it reflects the CMFs. There's also a CMF character that's coming out that's holding a couple of stuffed animals.
Like an anime bobblehead or what are those things are called?
Yeah, that it reminds me very much of Trouble with Tribbles. Now look who's here.
Mark.
Hi, it's me. I'm here.
All right. So here we go. I think what's strange about this one, and I think we talked
I
about
like this comment.
yeah. I think we talked about this, or maybe we didn't. At least Mark and I talked about it personally. Maybe this was like a multiple animal type build idea. But this does not look like a rabbit. It looks like an amalgamation of a bunch of animals. And it's just kind of odd. I don't know. That's all I want to say. Yeah, is it a rabbit? Is it a llama? Is it a cat? Is it a frog? I have no idea. Is it a bear? I don't know.
A plant? Because it's got plants.
Aggravating.
I'm not sure what it is.
Right?
But it's got
good
nice color scheme.
All good questions.
We like the colors, right? Right, we'll probably all go.
Ben, did you bring this
colors,
comment
though.
up yet?
I didn't. I saw it, but I haven't seen the Creator 3-in-1 Castle either. But we will talk about the 3-in-1
dragon.
because there are some good ones. Yes, there's a dragon.
Yes,
all right.
Some really good ones.
Here's the next one.
The brain. Yes, I need the brain.
Yeah, so I do like the little brain creature. I also like the tentacle piece that we're getting from that.
Okay.
Tentacle piece is great. I love it in that color.
Yeah. This is kind of the second or third video game controller like idea that we've gotten in Dreams though recently. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. I also don't know, but I suspect that this yellow color is maybe like that highlighter neon yellow color, but I don't know. Anyone got a thought on if it's that ridiculous neon green color?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. No one likes that color.
Marty.
Marty says, thank you for everyone involved in Holiday Joy. Really enjoyed it yesterday.
Oh, I see the video game controller now.
Yeah.
The red part and the black buttons.
Here we go. I'm sorry. I was busy looking for this.
We don't talk about color and renderings and lifestyle shots. Yeah. Yeah.
I think you are correct,
though, like double molded, like the white and the pink is probably not separable, right?
It's hard to tell on that brain. Let's zoom in.
I think there's another one, or there's a different image.
Let me do this. I think this brain guy shows up in another thing as well.
So there must be a stud on top.
Oh, I see the brain now. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like an exoskeleton brain on top of the brain.
Yeah. I think there's another one.
I'm just going to put it out there that I think I'm very laggy.
You are a little laggy, yes.
Yeah, I'm definitely laggy. Sorry.
That rabbit's way cuter than the other rabbit.
Yeah, so instead of Bunchu, this one's Bunrito or something like that.
Look at that swoosh.
Bunchuro.
Bunchuro, okay. We've got the brain sucker piece as well in dark pink this time, and the sweet helmet on the little mini guy down here.
Hell yeah.
I don't know, will that helmet fit on a regular minifig? I think it's a regular sized head on top of those things, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
What is he doing to that carrot?
I don't know.
Brains out.
And the carrots, got arms. It's like a walking
smoking it like a hookah.
Yeah. No, I think it's
it's the hookah issue.
Draining the carrot essence, and then it's appearing in the backpack in the back of them.
I guess. I don't know.
It's like the dark
that helmet though.
The dark crystal.
Could be. Yeah, play on dark crystal with
what is coming out of
that little swoosh.
Sorry.
Poof
what is coming out of the skateboard?
Yeah, I like the skateboard.
What on earth is that?
Yeah, so we did see that piece. Remember when they had the like controller, the controller poly bag? It had a pair of those things shooting out of it too. So I guess it's a new piece.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think I've only seen it in this blue color though, at least so far. Maybe it's in some other colors, and we'll see it shortly. But all right, then
Yeah.
oh,
It really
then
looks like
what do you know?
a graphic added over
Wow.
like a sticker.
Yeah, next thing, and here's one in green. So we do have one in more than just the blue. But here we have this one.
Is that a Z-blob
weird.
thing? 'Cause it's got the green.
Yeah, I assume so. It does have a
Oh,
Z-blob
yeah.
guy on the back too.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
So there he is again.
There he is. So it's a
Another
Z-blob
video game
racer.
controller too. And it looks like you could detach it because it looks like it's clipped in back here. But yeah, I think this yellow color, I don't think it's straight yellow. It's a different yellow shade. I'm just not sure what it is. Yes, we don't talk about colors, but at the same time, it just looks like a different color.
And
So,
it's hard to tell because the guy's standing so far away, but the mohawk is the same color or not? It's lighter.
yeah, I don't know.
But I
It's
like
hard to
that. I like that minifig. I like the brain spider.
tell. We got the brain spider
Better
again.
on that one. Better use of that part, I think, on that one.
Yeah, you can see the stud coming out of the top on that now.
Oh, the pink part, though.
So yeah, that white part just kind of sits on there. I don't know if it's dual molded or if it attaches. Hard to say. But another brain
I
spider.
am going to venture a guess that is the weird like neon yellow with that green and blue there.
Yeah, the
But,
highlighter
you
yellow.
know.
Yeah. Cooper Copper Kayak says so many crazy colors and parts. Yep.
Mhm. Agreed.
And then last but not least, we have this thing for Dreams, at least. It's some sort of tiger mech, I guess. Does have a Z-blob on its shoulder. Does have video game controller elements again. Does have the Mohawk helmet thing again. This time 3 of them. Does have another brain spider.
It's like a transformer because you can see the front of a race car and his chest.
Yeah.
Is Z-blob a parasite?
I don't know. Anybody a big Dreams watcher? I know that the Mateo or whatever has the vitiligo.
Yeah, I haven't been watching
That
too
Z-blob
much, but
color.
I know
Yeah.
that main character Mateo, was sketching things, and basically things came to things that were personal to him were animated in the dream world or whatever.
Oh,
Okay. So that's it for Dreams. We'll move over to something else, also not released yet, but I'm going to pull up the images now of, should we go Ninjago next or Creator 3-in-1?
I mean, Ninjago, I would go after Dreams.
Yeah, we'll go with
Same vein.
Ninjago. It's right here anyway.
I want to split it up.
I think Mark's maybe trying to restart, see if he can speed himself up a bit here. All right, so let's bring up Ninjago. I'll be back, he says. All right, so let's start with the smallest of the Ninjago sets, or at least probably is, coming in at 92 pieces. We've got Zane's Battlesuit Mech. I don't know. It's a battlesuit mech. I'm not sure what to say about it. They've done a bunch of these kind of little mini mechs recently, and now we have yet another one. This time, at least, it's not trying to be structured like something else, like sort of the Star Wars ones have tried to do, which is kind of fun when they did the X-wing body on the one. But also, I think our general reaction to
It
that
makes
was,
more sense for this guy to be in a mech instead of
Instead of Luke Skywalker.
Right. Or the
Yeah.
Hulk or Iron Man in an Iron Man fighting a robot.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Zane is kind of robotic. But I like the hairpiece on Wildfire.
Oh, yeah.
And when we'll see more of these bad guys, they're going to get more dragony.
And we've heard Z-Blob apparently is a shapeshifter parasite. He's just sort of malleable into anything. All right. Now, of course, probably what Jesse's going to be more excited about than anything is the dragon heads.
Hell yeah.
And the shoulder part looks pretty cool too. The car itself, I've got nothing to say about it. Absolutely nothing.
Nope. Good set for the kiddos. They want a racer, they want a ninja, they want a dragon.
I don't know.
Check.
It's the
I like the wheel
minifigure.
hubs. I feel like I can make a really good Art Deco space castle out of those wheel hubs.
Maybe. It looks like they're lime green and they just have a black Technic disc in through there.
Yeah.
But that lime green color
I think that's like a pullback motor. You see the big engine there? That's
on the
like
back.
a solid
Yep.
piece.
Yeah, back here. This definitely looks like a pullback.
Okay.
So yeah, it looks like it probably does do pullback racing.
Big housing with the Lego logo on the side there. Yeah.
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 All right, we've got our first dragony dragon. This one being Lloyd's Green Forest Dragon.
One question about this: is it 4+?
No,
Looks like it is.
Plus.
it darn well looks like it is, though. Yes, a lot
Really
of big
does.
molded pieces on this.
They don't do
Tim
just
Bricks-
like groups of ages anymore. They have like 6+, 5+, 7+, 8+,
Still-
9+.
I still do the 4+ logo though for the ones that are
Yeah.
juniorized.
I like the dark green.
Nick and Bricks.
Yeah.
Nick and Bricks is asking, how many years has Green Monday been going on? Never heard of it until today. I also never heard of it until today. What on earth is it?
Is it something tomorrow? Like you're supposed to recycle stuff?
I
No idea.
Is it like Black Friday, Cyber Monday?
Giving Tuesday.
Giving
Oh, apparently
Yeah.
Green Monday after. I don't know.
No, we're past all that stuff. Boing. I don't know what that sounds
Grinch.
like.
Apparently a sale day, according to
Sale
Nick
day.
and
All right, I'm
Bricks.
googling this. I'll take care of it. You guys keep going.
Okay. BMax says the little dragon is a ding dong, a doorbell.
Ding
No
dong.
question. He's been around.
Yeah, we got a. And
Oaktown
blue one
confirms what
somewhere.
we already knew. Shape shifting slime.
There's the sand blue one. Now we got a yellow one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, stupid. All right, so Green Monday is defined as the last Monday with at least 10 days prior to Christmas. What? Why do we need that? We don't need that.
It's the countdown.
If there's a
Shut up,
Lego
Green
sale, I
Monday.
guess it'll be fine, but whatever.
Now I've got my rant. My rant is against Green Monday for being a thing.
Yeah. All right. Got another dragon guy.
Stupid.
Looks like it is a minifig head inside there, and it's like a dragon mask over top.
It's a dragon mask on top of, you can see
Wait,
the eyes.
important question though. What the hell am I looking at? What is that?
All right.
This looks like it's a mech riding on top of a glider robot. I don't
Oh,
know.
God.
That is
Who
like
needs
pod,
this?
pod racer engines.
Do we
it's
have
coming up
lifestyle
hot
shots
with
for this? Because I'd
Not
really like
yet.
to know who this is for.
No.
All right. Well, I'm
Who is
looking
this
forward to
set
that
for?
because
We'll get to that for someday.
I like the dragon wings are like, I think they clip in so you can position them.
Yeah.
They have
Are
another
there
one.
dragon wings? Oh, on
Yeah,
the figure.
A
Okay,
little tail on the figure.
yeah.
Yeah, looks like he's got a tail too that you might be able to move.
That fire looks like a new mold piece too, fire shape.
That's kind of weird. I also noticed that Kai is riding this thing, but there's also Naya apparently is driving it.
Hmm.
So she's driving
Ooh.
the thingy, and then he's riding behind it. I don't know.
Drama. What? I don't know.
Oh, there it is. Let's flip over here. Here's a 4+ set.
That's
Jesse, what do you think about the window prints in this?
kind of basic.
The window prints?
The window prints.
Yeah. What do you think
There
of
you go.
those? Because you like to build castle-y types or interdimensional
Yeah, I mean,
type stuff.
Hey, red and white. I don't know.
I do like the roof piece in green though.
Ooh, yeah. Is that dark green though?
It is dark green.
Jesse, okay, all right. So we all are in agreement that is dark green. Cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
we're not talking about it, but it's definitely dark green.
It is.
They do have another baby dragon and a cute little blue birdie.
Ooh, another ding dong.
Yeah.
I guess that's pretty classic for like if you wanted to do a bigger Pagoda style temple.
Yeah.
Get a bunch of those panels.
Oaktown Brick says it's pronounced like Nia, not like Naya.
Okay.
What is?
Nia was the one driving this thing.
Oh, the one causing all the drama. I don't know what I'm talking about. Is that a sand green teapot?
Looks like it. I think we've seen that before. I think I have a sand green one, but I don't know. That's a color that we don't talk about.
Yeah, I think it came in like
That's right. Shut up, Vince.
Jago Gardens or something.
All right, here we go. Look at this.
I like the color scheme of this.
So this is weird. I'm just gonna say. I'm not sure who Raz is. He's apparently this wolfy guy here in the middle.
I bet you're pronouncing it wrong. It's probably Rose.
It's probably Ras. I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of gold and dark blue. We have that wacky flame piece again in purple and pink this time.
Gold. Okay. I really think that is. I think it's flame yellow as orange.
Oh, I think it's gold.
I think you're wrong.
All right. It's gold.
Do you want to bet?
No.
Neither do I.
No, it could be flamish yellow. I think it might be two different colors because this is definitely gold.
Yeah, look at the minifig.
And this is gold, and this is gold, and this is gold. Yeah, he's wearing two colors. He's got a gold helmet and a yellow orange.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Florida asked, "Do you even Ninjago, bro?" No, we need a song for that for sure.
Oh, Florida's thrown down here.
For sure. I do like the brick built little mini version of the dragon down here, though.
Can you zoom in on like is that just a weird construct or did they mold
for men of a certain age, can you just make this huge bigger screen?
It says I mean, I've made it pretty big.
I know, but I'm on a 13-inch screen and my eyes are getting old and I'm very tired. I can see it better now. Clearly flame yellowish orange. There's gold and flame yellowish orange.
Yeah, there's both.
There. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the color scheme of the dark blue and the flame yellowish orange a lot. The set looks appealing to me if it was something I cared about.
What about this wacky head up here though? And then this guy's riding behind it.
It's all Transformer, like it looks like you're getting one version, and it doesn't transform into a robot, but you could transform the Super Storm jet into some sort of mech version of this guy with that as the head.
Yeah, and look who we got here.
Look who's here. It's Super Hawk.
Yeah, we got Super.
Super Hawk.
Here,
Super Hawk.
We missed you, Ben.
Yeah, well. Sorry, it happened to be the wrong weekend. Would have loved to come, but I couldn't make it.
A fucking Vikings game today.
Hey,
my kid loved it. It was the best.
That's the best thing about it.
Yeah.
But we're talking about this. Do you have any opinions on this?
I was watching the one before.
There we go.
There it is.
The flames. I love the purple flames.
Yeah.
And the dragon wings. I like to have the color in that before I felt like was purple from Nexo Knights, I think. So to see a recoloring of that, it looks like
is that a
really
recolor?
Cool. Is it a recolor or is it a new element?
No, I think those wings on those.
You're right. This screen is small.
I know, right?
Yeah.
He's like, what?
Yeah, they had in Nexo Knights, they had like a bat wing shape, and then they had these other bigger ones that were dual molded. I don't think we've seen this one before, but I could be wrong. Yeah. But they all seem to be dark red, as far as we've been able to see so far. But if you want dark red dragons,
you got them. You got plenty in them.
Got them. And then let's see here. Then we got this thing.
4-in-1.
4-in-1, yes.
Yeah,
I believe
another
there's
mech.
a polybag that
This
we
is a
saw in this
polybag?
one.
What? Am I missing
No,
something?
we saw a polybag that was the same
Oh.
4-in-1. It was like a
so
mini one of
only
this.
If this can transform like Voltron.
Right? Because it looks like Voltron.
Yep.
Voltron with wings, though. It's different.
It looks like my Batman mech I'm
Yeah,
wanting to make with
It's
a
definitely.
Voltron.
The
do-
little sand blue dragon is grown up, and he's the head and the wings on the back.
Yeah,
of
he's
there.
the back.
Was that what happened?
Yeah, it also appears that Zane here in the
There's a
middle
plot.
is now this like super mech, and he's all doing some crazy spread eagle thing up on the chest now.
I agree with Floyd.
Oh,
The wings are. You got such a fancy mech, and then why did we go with light blue gray?
Yeah, it's almost like they look sand blue to me.
Maybe
they're saying. I think they're
we
saying
can't
blue.
get that lucky.
I think they are
You're
saying
part
blue.
saying blue. There's no way.
Well, that's what color the dragon is. The little one. Jesse just
Oh,
showed
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
He's saying
Oh,
blue.
That's true.
sand blue.
Oh, so it is.
Sand blue.
Oh, nice. It might be. Hey, look at you.
Mhm.
It
Maybe
will
they have
be.
some- yeah.
Has to be.
They're nowhere near as cool as Josh's dreads, either way.
We got
Yeah,
fancy
that's
ones
true.
in for the winter.
His dreads are. We will talk about color. They are definitely medium azure.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it looks
Or
like
dark
it.
azure.
Yeah, I say dark azure.
Yeah, dark. I always forget which one.
Somehow we still have more Ninjago sets. There's this thing.
Hey, more of that flame.
Oh yeah.
Yep. The
That's
purple
a
and
big
pink
thing,
as
too.
well.
Wow, so that ship must be huge.
I'm always a big fan of dual molded pieces. There we go.
Yeah.
Tongue twister after a long day.
Oh dear Lord, wasn't it ever?
As much as I would tease the set for looking kind of stupid, you do get 2 of the dragon head bits in this one, and another set of wings on a little mini dragon.
I'm glad you were here to point that out to
Oh.
me.
So this one, actually, as stupid as it is, might be worth getting.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, definitely a play set.
Oh yeah. I don't really. Well.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah, my head.
Yeah,
Can't
see
get
That'd be
up.
Bob
great.
again.
Parts
You don't have
draft.
that big of a
That'd be a great draft. Parts draft set. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, this would be a good parts draft.
Oh, here,
There's a couple of, there's a sand, looks like some sand green limbs as well.
I can't stay long.
Oh.
We got food.
I know.
So quite a few things in there. Okay, so now that we've done those 2, what should we move to next? Should we now
I think-
finally get
Sorry,
to
That's a
creator?
perfect exit.
transition out. Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm heading out. Then that's a perfect time to transition out.
Thank
See you later.
Hey, are you gonna be able to
Hi, Hack.
Yeah. All right. Perfect.
We'll be up for a minute.
Because Kevin and I are going to go too. So. Oh my God.
Can mute Mark while he's running around like that there. But of course, if you go to Holiday Joy or any of the shows and you want some activities to do, Stupa and Hawk are the people to see. They run a lot of the activities. So fun members of the community. Probably Mark's very excited to be able to see Hawk. All right, so let's get to the Creator 3-in-1s, because I think of everything that I've seen so far outside of the Tudor set, which we'll get to soon. Those were probably the ones that I thought had another really good run in them. We were really, of course, blown away because it won March Release Madness. The Forest Animals Red Fox. Now, I'm not going to say all of the 3-in-1s are home runs, because there are a couple that are somewhat less exciting, and we'll definitely get to those. But there are several that are very good. Let's see here. I assume at this point that Flord must be a big Ninjago fan, because we also hear that the original Morrow is an expensive figure. That Morrow was the one with the sand green color we saw in that last shot. VMAC also wants a Wolf Shadow Mask Dojo Space Pirate Lighthouse Laundromat from the line, and we're getting darn close with some of what I saw there. Okay, so let's take a look at these 3-in-1s. I think let's start with the ones that are probably going to be the ones we have the least opinion on. There are a couple that are just kind of cute, but nothing else is really to them. I am kind of surprised, based on one of them, that Lego is continuing with the subspace theme. We also saw that they have another city subspace theme set coming out as well. But let's start with that one, because though it's kind of cute, I'm not sure that it's, the most exciting set of all of them, and that would be this guy, the 3-in-1 robot.
Ding to the dong, a doorbell.
It is a doorbell. I won't disagree. I'm not sure it's the most exciting of the creator ones, though. There are a couple other ones I like better than this. But he is cute, and he does have a light brick inside. So we kind of got a little double there. Nice treads. Looks like the other alternate models are a space dog and some sort of goofy looking rocket ship.
Okay.
But I didn't know they were going to have more of the subspace brand, but apparently they're still going with it. Okay, and then let's flip over to.
I should have put that on the Z blob with the space torso.
Yeah, let's flip over to this stupid jet.
Oh my god!
It does have a stand included. That's kind of interesting. I don't know.
It's like
so you can action pose it.
I mean, honestly, can you imagine if you're working as a Lego designer and someone gets to design like Tudor Corner and you have to design this shit?
Yeah, that robot. We're getting some feedback. They think it looks like Wally Jr. Or VMAX says maybe Wally and Eve's love child. Yeah, maybe that. Wally Jr. though, for sure. Yeah, this one's boring. If you want blue, or you like vroom vrooms, I guess, vroom vrooms in the air, then you can get this one. I don't know. It's kind of boring to me.
Air vroom vrooms.
Air vroom vrooms, yes. All right, let's move to something maybe we're more interested in. They got this creepy spider.
Scorpion.
The alternates are the other creepy crawlies. We've got a scorpion and a snake. Scorpion looks pretty cool. I also like this dual molded string piece. I guess it's not dual molded, but dual colors. I don't know if I've seen the stud being black and the rest of it being a separate color before.
Interesting.
But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say this is the most exciting one, but at least it's got a couple of different angles you can do and a decent number of hinge elements.
That look good under black light.
Yeah, it probably will be cool under black light. I'm guessing some of those.
Some UV light.
Some of those, yeah. That I think it's that ugly highlighter yellow part. It probably will look cool under some black light. So we do have the warning that not all models can be built simultaneously. If you didn't know it yet by now, Floor does like the jet build in those three, and yeah, it's okay. I don't
No,
know.
he's lying. He's lying. That's false.
Okay, here we go. The dragon.
Ooh.
So I think there's lots to say about this one. I think it's really well done, first of all.
Wow. Horns, the head, different kind of jaw. For that size, it works.
Yeah, the wings are a completely different color, so that there's enough colors, so much so that you can build like this phoenix-like looking thing here down at the bottom and completely dark red and gold, as opposed to using any of the green. How much for the dragon is the question. This one, unfortunately, we don't have the details on 3-in-1s yet. They haven't been on shop.lego yet.
It might be
Some
like
people might know, but we
I
don't.
guess probably like a 60, maybe 65.
Yeah, 715 pieces. I would say 60 is probably a pretty good guess. That's about right for creator.
I like that you get a dragon horde treasure.
Yeah, he does have the little treasure chest down there. And then I guess it's like stalagmites or stalactites, whichever one is which. Bottom. Can you build both alt builds at once? Well, we do get that same disclaimer. You can't build all three simultaneously. And I don't think you can build two simultaneously either.
Not with one set.
Yeah. Well, hey, I bought 3 red foxes so I can build all 3. I still haven't done it, but I did that. We got a bunny. It is a bunny.
Horrifying.
He's like snuggling a rabbit.
A carrot, you mean?
Yeah, the rabbit is snuggling a carrot. Yep.
That baby seal.
Baby seal.
Baby seal looks cute enough to club.
Ding dong, the baby seal. I don't know about this creepy llama though. I'll pass on that.
Yeah.
Is this a llama?
What else is it? Anybody else have anything else? I mean, you could say alpaca, I guess.
I don't think it's either one of those. I think it's like a prairie dog or something.
Koopa
It's not a
Koopa
no. It's like an ugly llama.
I think llamas'
It's an
necks are
alpaca.
longer.
It's an alpaca for sure.
I think not llamas and alpacas' necks are longer.
It's poorly designed. I don't know. Sarah Drossett suggests maybe it's a dingo.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not a fox, but a dingo. I don't know. I'm going with alpaca, but I guess we'll find out later. And then we've got this one, which my daughter has already gone gaga over. The gray cat who's got the tomato soup ball of yarn here, and then that little tiny, I don't know if he's sand blue or some other color mouse.
No, he's not sand blue.
Mouse toy. No.
I think he might be.
I really don't think he is.
That's
All right.
lighter teal, or not so medium azure.
Right.
Well, it's not a gray color. It's definitely a blue shade of some variety.
It's a
Yeah,
cat mouse.
He's not
it's
sand blue. I agree. He's a different color.
It's the toy that they put catnip in, so that the cat gets high.
Mm-hmm. Cat toy.
Is anybody anywhere ever going to build the stupid pigeon in the 3-in-1 here, though?
No.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Jesse says yes.
Only sociopaths build. Okay.
I'm not sure
Okay.
who would build this one.
Supa is 100% correct that this rabbit is right up there with the creepy dolls you see at Grandma's house. There's something super creepy about that rabbit.
I think it's the way
Yeah.
it's holding the carrot.
There's that, and then the
Black
fact that
eyes.
no matter where I move in the room, it looks like that rabbit is watching me.
Yeah.
If you took the eyes off
It
the
is-
cat and put it on the rabbit,
It is
Oh,
1,000%
cute
not an
eyes.
alpaca.
It's an
not
alpaca.
an alpaca. It is not an alpaca. It's not.
All right. You know what's interesting about this though?
Sorry. Ignore me. Sorry.
four-leaf clover.
It says 1 to 3 builders you can build together, but you can't build all 3 simultaneously. So apparently someone's building the rabbit's legs, and someone's building its head, and someone's building its torso. I don't know.
What?
It says
That
up here,
That
1 to
makes
3
no sense.
build together.
That is a prairie dog or a dingo. Sarah
It
Drossett knows.
is a llama
That is not a llama.
or an alpaca.
You've never
Okay, we
seen
already
a
saw
llama
that
or an
one.
alpaca in your life.
Fine. We'll see. One of us will be vindicated.
Won't be you.
All right, Mark's eating, just
Sorry.
like these pandas here with their bamboo.
And it's chewing on their bamboo.
How's the set number of that?
This set number is 31165. Oh, not this one. You're talking about
The
the
stupid
llama.
bunny. The non-alpaca set.
You're talking about the alpaca. It's 31162.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so the alternate builds in this one appear to be an orca or a penguin. Both of them have a mama and a baby. So all 3 have a mama and a baby. So yeah, pretty decent looking panda, I'm gonna have to say. A prairie dog is a big guinea pig. That's not a prairie dog. Yes, you are 100% right.
Well, you know what?
Booktown
I
Brooks
have a-
says Mark may be tripping.
No, I have another image of it here, and unfortunately, the first thing I thought when I saw the other image of it was like, "Oh, it's an alpaca."
Thank you.
Hold on. Well, why is it-
Can I build the penguin and the panda at the same time? Of course you cannot, Florid. I think you're just teasing me now. But there it is. We did talk about this piece on the foot down here. I think we saw some in a Harry Potter set with a sticker on it.
Okay, I can
So
see
it's
it.
this sort of half round, half square tile piece. So
Paw print.
yeah, they look pretty cute. I don't know.
Where'd that go?
We will show another panda later that I think Mark will have more opinions about than this one.
Yeah. Okay.
Just a thought.
I think the whale, is it the whale is the third or the second thing?
Yep,
An
the whale.
orca?
Yeah, orca. There you
Orca,
go.
yeah.
That might be the build of choice for me.
Okay. I think a penguin's cute too. I think this has got Red Fox vibes in the sense that all three are pretty good. I like the little baby penguin down here. I think he's super cute. So
Okay, so give me a second here. So if you take a look at this, I know, sorry. So the first picture very much looks like it. I mean, when it sits like that and it has a long neck, it does look like an alpaca to me. That second picture I can see again because my screen is small. I wonder what Sarah DeRosa thinks too, because now that I see it next to the one sitting down, I could see how it can be seen as an alpaca. I'm still not fully convinced, but I can't figure out what else it would be. It's definitely not a prairie dog because its neck is too long. So anyway, I guess alpacas look like the one in Fortnite.
And we have a walking seal.
The one in Fortnite's a llama.
The baby seal is just now learning how to walk on its toes. That's not how they. That's not how
That
they
is
move.
not.
Maybe it's
Bricklayer
swimming.
can suggest that maybe it's a Ringo, a rabbit crossed with a dingo. That or it plays drums for the Beatles.
Even Ringos don't have long necks.
Okay, so then let's move over to probably the one that Mark will have the most opinion about. It's me as well. Last 3-in-1 creator.
Oh my god.
The typewriter with flowers.
I have an irrational level of hatred for this.
Wow.
I thought, and Mark, I know Mark doesn't like it. I thought the original typewriter set was fine. It was sand green, so it had some nice pieces in it.
Yeah, but
Mark, you were not a fan of that set, though.
well, just come on. Like how many? Like it's a typewriter. Oh my god, I really want that because it's a typewriter, but it's made of Lego. Like that's kind of like the audience that they're going for.
Well, and they had the watering can with the flowers coming out of it. Now they have a typewriter with flowers coming out of it. It's like take another everyday object and make flowers come out of it, and we'll turn it into a 3-in-1.
You know, it's a segment we're going to do very soon.
It's got to be, no question. I've also questioned what the third model is in this. I'm pretty sure it's a keytar. I think we have a typewriter, a potted plant with a pen, and a keytar.
You are correct.
What the hell?
All right.
What the hell?
Everything about this set is annoying. Every build is
all
annoying.
things. Kid, who knows about any of these things? Like what age range is this for?
What the hell is shanty chic? Is that a
I don't
thing?
know.
Shanty chic? Is that the design style where you take a typewriter and shove flowers into it? Is that what that means?
Could be. I don't know. Let's see here. And then I think before we get these other ones might all be on Lego. Let me just double check. Oh, we definitely have to talk about yeah, we skipped them and I don't want to talk about them. What are you saying no to? You don't even know what I was going to say.
So he told me to Google it. Sorry. I got very
shanty chic.
Shanty chic.
No, I will not Google shanty chic. I refuse.
Mark and I were totally confused by the Spidey and Friends Dino Duplo sets.
But you figured it out. You did the deep dive.
It's apparently a thing. I don't know. It's
Disney Plus. It's a
Disney Plus show that has four of the Marvel Spider-Man characters as dinosaurs.
But it's specifically
dinosaur?
into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, they have Spider-Gwen, Miles Morales,
Yeah, definitely.
Spider-Man, and Green Goblin all as dinosaurs. So to say that that's weird is an understatement because it's really freaking weird.
I mean, you haven't even seen the pilot though, so don't judge yet.
That's true. Maybe we just missed where that was
They
a
had
big deal.
the Spider Pig, right? Everybody knew about that one. That was the main character. So they're going to try everything else if that worked.
Yeah. Okay. So I do want to pull up. There was another. I thought this was a 3-in-1, but maybe it's a Technic set. We did see this goofy looking deep sea dive set that we'll pull up here.
I like this set.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. And then, do we even want to talk about any of the city sets? The donut truck, maybe,
Sure.
and the ambulance.
While I was out, did you guys talk about the Friends Airport?
No, I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Cute.
All right, we'll get to all these then. Mark, while I'm pulling these up, I skipped from the show run because you weren't here yet to talk about the pant mites and the protuberant profile.
Right.
So on those up, why don't you tell us about those two?
I'm still having rash problems with my legs, and I don't know why. I don't know where it's coming from, but it started spontaneously during Ben and my meeting this week. So we're in a meeting, and like something just like the worst burning itch just like went up my leg, and I was like, "What's happening?" And then I pull up the pant of my legs. Wait, the leg of my pants. Is that? Am I saying
that's
that?
correct?
Have I lost my mind? I have. So I pulled it up, and then it got stuck over my calf, and I couldn't get it back down. But there was like, and it's still there, and now it's starting to bleed. Just notice this now. And it had like, it was like the type of rash that had it like turned into little pimples right away. And I'm like, that means there's mites, because I just read a story about this, because there's more mites this year because of the 17-year cicada. And so we had a couple of instances where Matt and I were at the dog park and we got some mite bites, but they pimple up because the mites like live under your skin for a moment. And that's what it looked like. And I was like, oh, I honestly think there's dust mites in the basement, because I'm such a slob and we still haven't been able to, I don't have room to vacuum because there's still too much in the way from the basement flood. And the rash continues. I don't know where it's coming from. And then you guys, like, I always knew, I mean, looking at me like straight on, it's very clear that I have a big nose, right? Like, you can see this, but let's take a look. Hold on. No, let's take a look at this. You guys, yes, I'm fine with having a big nose. I didn't realize it was quite this big. My God. This is a gigantic nose. Like, I knew it was big. I knew I had a big nose. And I'm like, again, I'm okay with that. But it's protuberant, you guys. It's like, it is a giant nose. I think part of the thing is like your feet and your nails and your nose keep growing throughout your entire life. And so clearly this is bigger than the last time I saw a profile picture of myself. I think I did a lot of like nose growth this year. And like, because when I was in high school, my feet were 9.5. And now I wear an 11 or 12, depending on the brand that I get. So it's just like, all right, my nose is clearly doing the same thing my crazy feet did. And I have a freaking gigantic nose. And I just realized that the other day, because I can't see on this tiny screen. So I brought it up to the array. And so I'm like, Ben and I are talking, and I'm looking at the, somehow we went back to the screen that's just the two of us after like doing some screen sharing, and I was like, oh my God, what's on my face? Like, it looked like there was like
it's his own face.
But dear Lord, you guys, I'm not wrong, right? Like, this is giant. I have a big ass nose, right? It's okay.
It's protuberant.
It's protuberant. It's a giant protuberant. Yeah. Anyway. That's the first topic of the day. Glad I can join you to get that out of the way.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you were very excited about using the word protuberant, though.
It is. All right, I'm going to watch this back, and I'm going to say Nick and Bricks. I'm going to be like, Nick and Bricks doesn't know what big means. Am I wrong? Jesse, Ben? It's a big
It's protuberant.
Yes, thank you. Look
You're
how
welcome.
far out it goes. This is not average. This is not the average nose length for a human. It's just not. It's like,
doesn't help that your forehead goes. You don't have a flat forehead. It goes. You know. So.
Yes, I have a Cro-Magnon brow as well. Thank you very much. As we discussed on this stream, when I had Botox, and then suddenly couldn't see anything, I had to go like this. Is because my protuberant brow was getting in the way of my vision. Yeah, I've got a bonkers face.
I thought I was in for the end of the world with the start of the plague there, but apparently it's just in your world.
Thank you. I like this conclusion here. It's a good sized nose, but not out of hand. Oh well, thank you. Your nose is not big. Supa said the same thing.
You've got
Ron Smith.
you've got a protuberant schnoz, but it's not distracting. I think it's fine.
It's so big.
All right, this is what we got next. We do have this cute little submarine.
Next year, protuberant.
Sorry, hold on.
Mark's just making a bunch of noise again. We can mute him. I did it. You're muted. Make some noise. All right, so we got this thing, sub 86. What is it? What's 86? What's the significance there? I have no idea. It looks like it has a little hand that can close around this trash in the bottom of the ocean floor here. But it's just kind of a cute little sub. I don't know that I have a lot to say about it. Other than that, it works for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know Mark was...
It's like a Technic seat. It is a Technic build, I guess.
It is. It is in the Technic line. It's not a 3-in-1 or anything else. And it looks like it has 3 functions. One closes the hand. I assume one raises and lowers the arm. And then there's probably a third one that spins the propellers in some way. So that's what I would guess on this one here. It's giving me remnants of the Titan. That a subtype or some other property.
He's talking about my nose.
Unmute. Oh. No, I don't think so.
I think my nose reminds him of the Titan.
Maybe, I don't know. Mark popped on just to say that. All right, so we'll flip over to the city sets. First, we've got a donut truck. It's a donut truck. They've done a burger truck. They've done a
protuberant hood on there.
A little bit. They also
now
did
everything looks like it has a big nose.
Did they do a big popsicle on one as well? So they're a big fan of sticking some big food item on top of the truck. It's like their thing.
But this is lazy. It's like the hot dog truck and the hamburger truck were very cool. Like the ice cream cone one was like pretty clever. This is just like shove a donut on top.
I don't know what to tell you.
Some icing.
Like, who puts icing down there in the mud flaps? Come on.
Supa says, pick a food, slap it on a truck, bam, new set.
Pickle truck. Supa, the food was amazing, by the way. Thank you so much. It was the best pulled pork sandwich I've ever had in my entire life.
Wow. As they say, the bigger the nose, the bigger the handkerchief.
Yeah, they do say that.
Let's see here. We get one other remark from Chris Cummings. Hello, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Reminds me of Deepwater Horizon oil spill during the Bush administration.
Oh,
more legal oil hatred.
Yeah, that's actually, it does remind me more of that actually than it does the tin can that imploded.
Deep. It's a deep.
What was that
It's
thing
a deep
called?
one. I don't remember what that thing was called.
Deepwater Horizon, deep sea.
All right. Look what we got now.
Another ambulance.
Another ambulance.
It looks exactly like the donut truck.
First, the skateboarder gets injured.
The skateboarder needs to learn how to not get himself hurt.
Yeah,
or herself. Actually, it's a she.
Already has
She's
a cast on it. She's going
cast
for it.
on the hand. Yep.
Way to go, Ben.
Well, it could be a dude with long hair. I don't know.
Your misogyny is showing.
Your gender phobia is showing. Then we got Baywatch.
Baywatch. This is 100% a rip-off Baywatch set.
This is the Baywatch set. Here it is. I got nothing to say other than it's the Baywatch set.
It's Baywatch.
Yep.
The Jeep. Or, not really a Baja buggy.
It's a chunky freaking beach vehicle.
Why does it have a windscreen? Oh, it's like the sunroof is up.
Like a moonroof, but I think that's one piece.
That is
must be a new piece.
Is there a? All right. So are they putting like the moonroof thing now in that hood piece? Because remember there used to be one when there was like a 4x4 with like the finger hinges. I did this so you would know what I meant by finger.
Yeah, I don't
Is that
know. It's
helpful?
obviously like a regular window piece, so there must be some frame built in the top because
Yeah.
or they
right.
make
Now I
this
have to
the
look it
roof
up.
piece with some sort of cutout in it, and there's a window also up there. I don't know. Is that a baby shark in the background? No, that's a regular shark. Not a baby. Sorry.
I'm gonna pull up this piece because you'll
Yeah,
remember it.
there's also-
You know what I'm talking about already, but I think it's an update.
Yeah, I know what you're
like
talking
they're
about.
doing some. Okay, fine. I want everyone to know.
Sorry, Mark.
I forgive you.
We also got this question. VMAX says they used to have those fold-up stretcher wheels. What's this? Yeah, those are just bottoms, hinge tops. Now that's all they did on those. Got a little lazy there on the stretcher.
They threw that mold away a long time ago.
Yeah, they might have.
Put it in the foundation of a building built in Denmark. That's what they do with their molds.
Strange. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Mark's still looking for that piece. While he's looking for that, we
I
can move
found
on.
it.
They have a camper. Oh, look, the camper has a windscreen roof thingy too.
There it is.
They're like doing it in
It
multiple
does.
instances here. So clearly they're really big into that now.
That's pretty small now.
That's the new hotness, as they say.
That's the new hotness. So yeah, it's another camper. I think we get one of these every year and a half or 2 years. I don't know
It's
what
us
Mark's
watching
doing.
us,
Inception.
us watching.
There it is.
It's that piece. Aren't you glad I did this?
It's not that piece though. That's an old one with
I know,
bigger
but that's-
hinges, which they don't do anymore. But yeah,
I know.
it's like that
That's-
idea.
What I meant, exact. Thank you. That's what I meant. It's
Yeah.
like this.
Like
That's the
that.
piece I'm talking about. Is what
The sunroof
wow.
piece.
These old set. Yeah. So when's the last time we got to see this one? 1997. Maybe that has a decent. Yeah, that has a decent.
There you
image in
go.
it.
There's one.
Doot, 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 doot. Yeah, it looks like they did that to the new car roof piece, and which isn't new either. It came out in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Guess it's time for an update.
Let's hear. We hear that this is not a bro camper. Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
This is not a skunk bro camper, but it should be.
We need a
All these
timeline of the family that just grows up around all the campers. It's
Yeah.
always a family and a baby, and then the baby grows up, and then
Buys a new camper.
well, it has an outfit, and then the dad is wearing the same outfit. So I wonder if this guy with the mustache has the same shirt but with a boy. And then
Who knows? All these trucks are very EV looking. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know the difference. But hey, these things are made in Denmark.
plug in.
All right, then we have these weird go-karts. So here's the pizza go-kart or box derby or whatever. We've got the pizza versus the fire truck.
What?
So
I like the fire truck.
cool, I guess.
I like the
The
piece.
little
I like
wheels
the
are
slice
cool.
of pizza. Are
Yeah.
these pullback?
Nope.
They're not.
They
vroom
do
vroom?
have they
No,
do have
it's a little
a
ramp.
ramp
Yeah.
though that we'll get to.
Oh, yeah, it's just gravity. They should be pullback.
Here's
motor,
another
or like
one.
they should be like the stunts. But
That
why
double the
though?
price.
The bi-wing or the aeroplane versus the hospital bed.
The stop with camel.
Yeah. In green and dark orange. And then here's a hot dog and a toilet, and here's the ramp. The aforementioned ramp.
You know what?
So
I gotta tell
Terrible
you something.
geometry.
I gotta say that this is a very broy line.
the hot dogs and the
The
toilet.
even the hospital bed, the pizza slice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lego
It's
for
the-
bros. The graffiti on the bridge, is that graffiti or is that some sort of advertisement?
Well, I don't know, because they have paint down here, so it seems like they've been painting the stripes.
Yeah, paint.
But yeah, I don't know though if that's. I think it's an
Ow.
advertisement.
Yeah, no limits.
No limits. Yeah.
Except for the limit
Oh,
is
it's-
the ramp has to be flat and then do a transition just to throw you off. I hate it.
There's it says no limits above, and then down below.
I built skateboard ramps as a kid. This sucks.
Yeah, it says it's
love it.
it's a guy with a green torso and a white helmet holding his hands up, and he's riding in a soapbox car.
Yeah.
So that's what that is. So there's two of those.
And from here, it looks like he's wearing lederhosen, but
Yeah, and I assume that this color is lime green, but it does not look lime green.
it looks very neonish, right?
It
Is
looks
it a
more
new
of a
color?
neon.
Is it a new color? I do wonder. We'll have to put a pin in that. Find out. Let's
Eh,
bet some
I
maple
don't
poly
know.
bags on that shit.
Yeah.
I don't mind the
Um,
overpass part of that. Actually, I like the bridge under the street there.
They
I
got a
think that
spider
looks
down there.
cool. All right, I don't
Should-
like it anymore because
oh.
that spider is gigantic. Burn it down.
We got a 4+ set, but we get some sheep, probably relatively inexpensive. This set will be known as the Sheep Battle Pack, but it will be overpriced because it's 4+.
It are the
So-
4+ ones overpriced?
They tend to be, well, because there's 116 pieces, but they usually have several large molds.
So you got to charge $20 for this?
So instead of $20, it'll be instead of $20, it'll be $25, or instead of $12, it'll be $20.
This is not a bad 4+ set. It actually, I wouldn't guess it without the giant 4+ on there. Yes, VMAC attack,
Yeah.
correct. Sheep and lamb
And a
battle
lamb.
pack, yeah, and
Yep.
baby German Shepherd.
Yeah, a little
Or
baby German Shepherd.
It might be a Dutch Malinois. I don't know.
I'm buying it for the carrots. But yeah, that is a good looking 4+ set if I've ever seen one, for sure.
Agreed.
But the Sheep Battle Pack, it shall be named.
Yep.
And then last
Spread
but
the
not
word.
least,
What is this? Oh, that's right. We looked at this.
mix and match. I don't know what
Yeah,
you're
it
supposed to mix and match, but apparently you can take the cockpit and the tail off these and mix them with the other vehicles to make wacky, crazy vehicles.
To make a submarine fire engine with a helicopter?
With a rotor
Blades?
blade, yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
I don't. Yeah.
I don't know.
Makes
but
perfect sense.
apparently you can deal with it.
I get it.
They don't.
Okay,
show
let's
you
go
what it
to-
looks like.
Yeah, they don't
Let's
show
go
any
with
of them put together. I bet you the
'Cause it
back
looks
of the box
bad
does.
when you match these three.
Right.
Let's go to one Mark wants to talk about, though.
Yay.
The city, the Friends Airport.
Pretty.
There we
There's
go.
a baggage carousel.
So here's the Friends Airport. I do like the plain sign thing. I think that's pretty cool.
Chris Cummings, fun fact. One of my teachers in college, I was a theater major, was Gene Bruce Scott from Airwolf. Anyway, fun times, trivial,
Is the
fun little trivia
Friends
stuff.
baby new, or do I just not look at
I don't know.
Friends?
Good question.
Yeah,
I
it
know
might
they've
be.
they've had friends' kids for a little while, but I think their friend's baby might
Or
be
is it-
new.
I haven't seen a head that looks quite like that one, though.
We'll have to make a friends. I'm sorry.
Is
We'll
it-
have to make a banner that says we don't talk about friends' babies.
I feel like I need to zoom in on that, because is that baby wearing a helmet?
It's the same price as the Animal Crossing airport.
Is that
Oh my
true?
God.
It is
No, it's
$100, so no.
yeah.
But good shot, Vince.
I like it.
I'm still not sure. Okay,
I
so
like
here
it.
they're riding in a taxi.
I like the taxi. I agree with you, Ben, that like the old school Lego airplane is just not necessary.
Yeah, they need to find some other way to do these. They
These
used to
taxi
have
characters would not be in
No.
a taxi. They would totally be Ubering.
No shit. With their pug, like what taxi lets your pug in the taxi?
yeah,
But
he
it
doesn't
isn't-
even have a service animal vest on. What the hell?
No, ding dong for the taxi though, because it's a doorbell.
That baby is totally wearing a helmet.
Have they always had bell bottom pants for?
Yeah,
Friends
there's some
figures?
bell
They've had a
bottom
couple.
characters.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? I like that.
Have them
The
though,
hair
but we
is-
saw this one. We saw this one when they had those shoes that you could put underneath them to like give them platform shoes.
yes. The baby looks like a dog. Well, Supa, there's actually a dog in there as well. So it's just and
Same eyes.
the baby looks like a dog and the pug looks like a baby.
Yeah,
big hit and miss with this one.
yeah.
I like the
Okay.
colors of the windows.
They use those colors on that mansion or whatever too.
Yeah, he sure did. With the garage
That's-
doors as windows.
Yeah,
Hi, Schomburg.
it's a good color transition for sure. Let's see. Do we have all of our tropes in the lifestyle shots here? We've got a bunch of art supplies in the background. I don't see a ladder to nowhere.
I see
but we got
some
a
random-
goofy lamp.
Random ass
Retro
paper
lamp,
in the. Oh, is that a chair? That's like a
That's a
canvas
chair.
stool.
Yep, like a canvas stool. Yep. So we've got a few.
Crayons out.
The airplane swooshes were borrowed from the Blockelverse. Supa says the stroller picture looks like a little dog, not a baby.
It's a baby with a helmet. I don't know what to tell you. But there we have it. So Mark likes the colors. I think it's okay. I'm not a big fan of this giant molded airplane front.
Or the rear. The rear has that giant.
Or the rear, the giant rear, yeah. And
Look at
it's
the
like
ass on this thing. That's a NACOB thing. Sorry.
well, yeah. The other thing about that is they always struggle because it's like one solid piece.
Yeah.
So it transitions harshly into that blue in the back, and they've
Right.
they've tried to put stickers on it before to like try to change it, but it doesn't change anything.
No.
It still looks terrible.
Tail wing is all wrong.
Yeah, that's a weird tail
Oh
wing.
yeah.
And where
That would
the
fly.
jet engines are positioned too, very weird.
Yeah.
How many passengers can you fit
They're
on
like
that plane?
propeller planes.
Pillars in the back of a jet. All right.
Looks like 3 plus a dog.
Every flight out of the
Staring out the
airport
window. Let me out.
can take
Yeah.
3 passengers.
Plus a dog. Yeah, that's they're flying private for sure.
It's a private airport. There we go. That's what's happening.
I do like the taxi though. If I'm being
Yeah.
honest,
It's a ding dong.
my favorite thing in the whole thing is the taxi.
So VMAC Tech says the Jungle Exploration says had a brick-built plane cockpit that was amazing, but I haven't seen it replicated.
I like the
All right.
little plane logo with the sun in the background.
Okay, we're gonna get
My
back
teeth.
over to my screen here in a second.
Sorry.
Because before
fix
we
my
get to the main event, there's one set I desperately think we need to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Actually two. One of them I thought was a doorbell, but Mark thinks it's not. He
Oh.
thinks it's creepy.
Fuck this set.
And then there's the one that we both agree is creepy. So let's get to those. Let's see here. For the double creepy.
We're going with the double creepy first
No, let's go with this one first, and then we'll go
Thank
to the
you.
double creepy.
We need
because
a
I'm
primer.
sociopathically angry about this set.
Yeah. We're not going to talk about Tom and Jerry, but
Which
we
don't
are
look
going to
like
talk
Tom
about this
or Jerry.
one. We're going to talk about this one that Mark hates that I think was kind of cute.
I'd like to hear what Jesse
Sweetheart
thinks.
Tweety Bird.
You shut your mouth. This is Jesse's turn. Jesse, what do you think of this set?
It looks weird. I don't like how many pieces it probably is.
It's like $35. It's 400 pieces. Probably a lot of them are down in the cloud here.
Why is it a Cupid set? Isn't this bird always like trying to kill the cat?
No, the cat's always trying to eat him. He's sweetheart. He's a sweetie. Sweetie Tweety. Look at this, sweetie Tweety.
With a New York accent or New Jersey accent. What?
I taught a putty cat. Yeah. Okay, that picture's creepy as hell.
Yeah,
Thank you.
those chubby
'Cause
cheeks. I don't know.
He can't hide his creepiness from every angle, can he?
And his eyes look creepy as all get out in this one too.
It's got like a mohawk hair thing going on there.
Mhm.
Which is the one redeeming quality of this is the hair is cool. What the ever living fuck? Why is this happening?
Wow.
I thought it was cute the first time I saw it. Now that I'm seeing it from some of the other angles, I'm like, yeah, they needed more work on this.
Yeah, put this up.
VMAX thinks it's great.
Oh, quiet. Take that stupid comment off the screen.
It's a weird looking bird. There's that arrow piece though. I mean, I'll take
this-
some of that maybe. The
Ben,
bow
do a
and
split
arrow.
screen. The bow and arrow is actually cool. Do a split screen with this and the Santa's post office truck. Stupid.
Why are you gonna
thing.
are you gonna retract which one's a doorbell or not?
No, my head's gonna explode and I'm gonna die from a stupid overdose. But I mean, come on, like
I don't
that's
want that
actually.
to happen.
Well, okay, then don't do it. But I mean,
I won't.
honestly, the Santa postal van, whatever, is actually arguably adorable next to this monstrosity. What is with these feet? I know Tweety Bird has like giant feet, but these are like
Yeah,
waffles. They're giant.
they are big, no question.
They're Crocs that came out of the mold machine, but like the edges weren't polished for some
man.
reason. Like, this is so unnecessary and odd. It's the last thing I want to see. I hate looking at it.
You're such a hater.
I
want all the
hate this
white.
thing.
I want all the white curvy slopes down here.
Like
So
also, like
Mhm.
to that.
that is what I want to get out of this. I don't mind the yellow curvy bits. I don't know what I'll do with them though, because
Oh,
you know how we all think about yellow in general is
you know what?
this.
We can make a really cool castle out of all that yellow.
Oh yeah, could we?
Hmm.
I fucking hate this set. VMAC points out that he's a bird with wings, and then he has Cupid wings, but his wings are being used to hold the bow and arrow, so he needs separate wings
Oh boy.
in order to fly. Vince. Duh.
Does the original Tweety Bird have any wings?
That's what he has. He has wings.
Sure though.
They're just little wings that stick out at the side. They just look a couple little feathers. You know?
Arm wings. Doesn't have
I'm-
both.
I just Googled it, and I don't see any wings on this guy.
Interesting.
Yeah,
What does he have then?
arms.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say
He's
it.
a
That's
weird
creepy.
character in general. So
That's a creepy
translated
ass.
to Lego.
That's a creepy ass bird then. If he has hands.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get to the one that we can both agree is ridiculously stupid though.
Yay.
That's got to be this
I like
one.
agreeing. Oh my god, why?
The Love Bears.
This is the hedgehogs that are post-coital under the mushroom. Why do the Valentine set have to be animals in love? Why are they animals? And why is the brown bear and the panda this year's choice? What's happening here?
What is going to happen there?
Yeah. What are their babies gonna look like?
Yeah.
Good question.
Like panda pattern, but they're brown.
Right.
And why?
Nope.
And why do they skip arm day? They skip arm day.
They don't skip hand day, just arm day.
Their hands are swole.
They got big old paws on them. This is no doubt Hedgehogs in Love Part 2.
It is, yeah. The next chapter.
Hedgehog Picnic Date was that set's name.
What's this one called?
I think this one's called like Love Bears.
I probably should not do this, but you guys know I'm
Love
going to.
Bears.
All right, here we go.
Google Love Bears.
No, I'm gonna go all in here. I'm gonna Google this
Mark.
as an image shirt. What's up? Oh, Bar for Rama.
They're starting
Oh my God.
a collection
And this, like,
series.
Again, I have a really small screen here, but I do think they went the route of like, let's just Photoshop these two into a random. What's on the wall?
They had like a heart wreath
They did.
for Valentine's Day. Yeah. Yeah.
What? No, dude,
My zoom in's not working here.
that is 1,000% photoshopped. Nothing's at the right scale. It looks like there's a doorway to another room, but it's a bookshelf, and the wall is a different color behind it. Maybe it's
Yeah,
an
it looks
alpha.
crooked. I don't know what the hell that
Yes.
is.
I don't know.
I
What's
think what it
happening.
is I think there's like a shelf, and then I think
Poster
that
board.
it's like a poster board, or like a bulletin board that's just leaning up against it.
The feet are ludicrous. They're like pill, like the pill piece, like the pill tile.
Yeah.
They're super tiny, or maybe they're just like the 1x2 rounded plate with Apollo studs.
But
Okay, raise your hand. Okay, Tainted.
They do have
Pardon me.
they do have hearts for noses.
So raise your hand, Tainted, if you have a wicker lamp in your house. Nicolas Cage is inside that lamp, and they're going to set it on fire. That's what's happening.
Yeah, that one's pretty terrible. So we
Ah,
agree.
This is
For
the
sure.
least, this is the absolute least sense the Hedgehog set has ever made from this angle. It's like you see the top of the mushroom, but it's like it looks like the dude is holding an umbrella that has a rose sticking off the side of it. Like
creepy
everything about
flower
this,
thing.
everything about this makes me angry.
This is the
Oh my
greatest-
God.
the
Just had a really big
lifestyle
hat.
shot we've ever had.
This is hands down the most fantastic lifestyle shot in existence. I love this. I mean, it's like
Could be.
it's like the Onion, man. Like honestly, like they become a parody of themselves. We can't outdo this, Ben. We can't even ask AI to make something more ridiculous than this. They caught on to the joke, and they
We can
outjoked us. They
try.
won. Touche, Lego. Touche. Oh, we will.
I do just like nope. That's the correct answer, Sarah. It's just nope.
This is missing a buff otter bro. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
But that's about the only thing I can see that would make this lifestyle shot any better. Maybe an urn, a ladder to nowhere, but like I don't know.
We're short a couple things, but we're right up there. All right, so let's hop over here to our run a show, because next up we're going to talk about the tutor set. And it's going to be called Promoting Tutor Bros, because before we played a game with the sail barge where we would say bro. And then before we'd say barge because that fit with the bees. Today we're just going to say tutor because, it's a little bit of alliteration missed, but that's okay. However, because today's show was brought to you by the letter P, after the guy says bro, like, yeah, I've seen it, you have to ask the adjective with a P, like precious. And then, of course, the responses are either no, it's not precious, or bro, it is precious. All right. That's how we played the game before. That's how we're going to do it again. Before we have to play the game, Mark, bathroom break, or are you good?
Yes. Bye.
Bro.
Thank you for asking.
Perfect. So while Mark's doing that, we're going to play, our favorite new little song, the Mark's Gotta Go song. Here we go.
A wise man once said about Mark, you think he drinks water like a great white shark. About every 60 minutes, he's gotta go. Nature calls 2, sometimes 3 times a show. Hold the stream, he'll shout and dash. The show is live, but he's off like a flash. Instead of telling him you hold the stream, Ben provides cover, the perfect team.
Yeah.
But let's get into some of the news. Do you need the bathroom break before we go?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take the bathroom break now, and then 40 minutes later, I have to take another bathroom break. Like, hey, I made it 2 hours. Now it's like, well, now you're making up for lost time. So I'm gonna go. Nope, here's the right one, and I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Of course you are.
You're gonna go. Why don't you start with those? Because unfortunately, I have to use the bathroom again already.
Cool, go do it.
What's it called? What's BPH?
BPH.
Ben plays a tune 2 minutes long while the Tainted sing along. Keeps the show rolling smooth, no rush. Mark mutes his mic so you can't hear the flush.
Mark is muted, so let me unmute him.
The reason I mute myself before I go is because I like to keep listening to what's going on, but I don't want everyone to hear me pee.
Yeah, I
It's been
managed
60 minutes since I last went, so I'll mute it and I'll be listening.
Fair enough. Yeah,
You'll be listening to me.
Hey, hey, Mark's gotta go. No interrupting the strange flow. He'll be quick, won't take too long. He'll be done by the end of this song. Hey, hey, Mark's gotta go. Mark's gotta go. Hey, hey, Mark's gotta go.
All right, there we go. And here we go. We're bringing it up. What do you know? It's real.
Sure
so
is.
we got to talk about it.
Hey, look who's here. Highland Bricks is here, usually part of the replay gang, but he's here live with us right now. Hey, Highland Bricks, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you being here.
Hey, and you're here just in time for the promoting Tutor Bros. So because Mark knows how to play the game, Jesse, I'll run it with him once, and then we can get you in on this too. So let me start off with Mark. Mark, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Tutor.
Bro.
Purchase.
Oh.
Bro, yeah. So this guy coming out Jan 1, it's what, 3,200 pieces, $220.
Sounds nice to me.
I think that's what it is, right? We'll double check. We'll double check that price there before we bring her back up here. $230.
What's your voice just do? That was awesome.
Yeah, that's my moving over to the Minnesotan accent thing.
Oh, you sure
know.
are.
Yeah, sure, you betcha.
Minnesota bro in the house tonight.
Minnesota bro. So here it is. Officially the modular.
Yeah.
Minnebrota.
I like it.
Very lovely set.
Ben, I was on ACOB this week. I was in and out because I was here. And I wasn't in the studio for this part, but they you should have seen them Stud Lake discover the fact that the front of the first floor angles out. Like he was geeked out.
Yeah.
Precious angle, bro.
Precious. All right, we can give let's give
a day one.
Yeah, let's give Jesse a shot at this. All right, Jesse, are you ready? Hey,
Dude.
Jesse, bro.
Dude, man, bro, brah.
Tutor.
Bro.
Perfect.
Bro.
Perfect.
Bro.
All right, we've got possibly the first perfect modular set ever. I don't know. I know that there are a lot of people, or what I've heard, and I shouldn't say a lot of people. Every time a new modular comes out, there always seems to be a debate that breaks out about whether it's too American or too European or too whatever.
We're gonna get that with this, yeah.
It's been saying that it's it's British, it's too UK, it's different.
It's too busy, says VMAC.
It's too Tudor.
Too Tudor, okay. Yeah. So hey, Ben, what's the opposite of bro? What do we say if no, bro?
No.
All right, so I got a no for perfect, and it's just for me. The shorter end of the white wall under the roof should have windows in it, not two window pieces with white glass in them. I think there should be a window on that side. Otherwise, it'd be perfect.
And it's hard to know if they just needed enough wall covering in there to build whatever they were putting on the interior, because it does have a very detailed interior as well.
Incredibly so. The goth girl with the cats lives in the attic, doesn't she?
Yeah, the strange girl with the cats. I think she does live up there, and they have a haberdashery. We haven't even talked about that yet.
We haven't gotten to it yet. The haberdashery is badass, and so is the weird retro vacuum. It's like I stared at that picture for so long.
And a clockwork guy, right?
The clocksmith. Yep.
There's a lot going on here, bro.
Clocksmith.
There is a lot going on here, bro. Okay, maybe we should give it over to Mark. Mark, you got a bro for us?
Bro. Wait, am I supposed to? Do I have a bro for us? Do I?
If you can't, we'll let you branch out, but maybe you can come up with a P for me.
Okay, how about this? This is so cheap, bro.
Bro.
Tutor.
Bro.
Price per piece.
Bro.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it's probably
massively
about
so.
right.
Yeah, I know. I think it's pretty good. I think it's one of the better ones we've seen. All right, so Chris Cummings wants to know: is the person on the bike cart going to see the dog early enough to avoid running it over? We don't know which way they're turning. If they turn right, yes, and the dog might be sniffing.
Yeah, I think that's the video game emo whatever girl who loves all the cats. So that's not a dog in the bottom of that set. I think it's a cat.
Yeah.
And
either way, is that pet? Yeah, and the cat has 9 lives, so it'll be fine.
Yeah, she's probably not going to run that cat over because there are several cats in here, and maybe we can take a look at that. Here,
Bro.
We can get to the haberdashery side over here. All right,
bro.
Good.
You get it, Ben.
Bro.
Sweeper.
That doesn't start with P.
Does it?
Oh.
All right, let's
Printed?
go with. Aha, good question. Good question.
Yeah, bro. I think they do have quite a few printed pieces in here.
Clocksmith is a word.
Why wouldn't it be?
Because I've never heard it in my life before this day. That's why.
Yeah, let's get a look at the figures. We'll come back through some of these. Here's our chimney sweep. He's got some nice. He's got a little printing on his legs. Doesn't really have anything up top, probably because he's just so full of soot.
Oh, the angry leather bro. I forgot all about the angry leather bro buying the hat.
he's the chimney sweep, not the angry leather bro, but that's okay.
Worth the price of purchase just for the. No, I know what he is. Ben.
Dick Van Dyke.
Sure you do.
It's Dick Van Dyke. Yes.
There you go.
It is very Dick Van Dyke, isn't it?
From
Dapper
Mary
Ben
Poppins.
figure. Hey, Abaris, what's up? Thanks for joining us tonight. Dapper Ben figure, he says.
Yeah, thanks, Abaris.
Poppins?
Poppins, bro.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I'd like
He doesn't
the
have.
bolts-
Doesn't have a. Well, okay. The hat salesman. That's who he thinks that I am. There.
The haberdash.
Is my hair?
You do have a lot
Let's
of
get a
hats.
look. Yeah, it's so believable.
Yeah, totally. Ben, I owe you an apology because when we were talking about this, you were like, "Oh, they got so much detail into this little haberdashery," and you listed all the stuff, and you were like, "The bolts of fabric," and I was like, "He's high. There's no bolts of fabric in there. There's 2 spots where I could see there's bolts of fabric," which is really smart. First of all, it's underneath the counter, and second of all, there's another set of fabric bolts up above on the shelf. I literally looked at the hats on the. I looked at the hats on the wall. I looked at the hats on the table, and I was like, "Those aren't bolts of fabric, dummy. Those are hats." But I moved on. Good thing I didn't say it to you in the moment because you'd have been like, asshole. All right.
Yeah.
Bro.
I'm
sorry. Tutor.
Bro.
Polka dots.
You
gotta go back an image.
I mean, I know where they are. I'm just thinking about that. Bro.
Yeah.
I don't mind them.
Because I
like the pieces used to make them.
I do too, and I think it's more of a classy flooring than dots.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of they did the best with that very small space. So I think it's supposed to look like a marble floor almost. Or the guy from Hamilton, if you've ever seen the new one. If you've only seen the new one. What?
I don't know.
Whatever. Is it just me, or does the set give Perry Sherry Bobbins? We get Bert Chimney Sweep and Female Rain Cap with Umbrella. Too coincidental. Next we're gonna have people dancing on the ceiling, tap dancing on the walls. Isn't there something crazy in the where they're floating?
Someone's gonna have a spoonful of sugar or get caught
penguins.
Caught in penguins.
Are they chalk drawings on the sidewalk?
Yeah, who knows?
This is definitely a Sherry Bobbins ripoff.
Yep. Definitely could be. All right, let's move on to. There's the modular lines there.
That
Whoa.
unfortunate side of the building. This is another reason it's not perfect.
Yeah, I mean, so they've always had this where they've had the one side that's less decorated. It's also, intended to be linked up to another building there.
Yeah.
So you're not going to see
a corner building.
You're not going to see the
hell?
staircase, but you
What is
could see the stuff behind it a little bit.
What does the back look like? So Brickdad Build says we just need a man with a wooden leg named Smith, but we do have a clocksmith.
Oh yeah.
A very
Let's see if
large
we can-
weekend bag.
Need to put a cannon on the roof.
Yeah, they don't show the other side really at all. It must.
No.
You do usually have one side of a modular where it links up to the other. That's pretty ugly, and that's been the case, for all of them.
True.
Even the
Ghostbusters.
detective's office, everything's got one ugly side where they kind of connect everything.
Looks pretty flat when you look at how the modular stacks.
Yeah, and the
It's
one
the
thing
least
that
rounded corner they've done.
Yeah.
I'm right. Don't you look at those modulars and try to double guess me there? I see what
I
see what you're doing. I see what
The
your
only
brain's
one
doing.
the only one I can think of that was also fairly square like this was the bank. All the other ones were, do have some sort of cut or rounded over
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, the bank was. Yeah. Apologies. I was incorrect.
So the one thing I do wonder about is looking back at this, and we questioned it at the time, is the history museum too short?
Yeah.
Bro.
Bro.
That museum, I guess it would be is the museum puny? They definitely made it, extra wide, but because it was only 2 stories tall, it seems like it should be a big honking building compared to everything else, but it's kind of short even compared to the jazz club.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Like the X Mansion, they'd give you a small sample.
Yeah.
Mansion.
Let's go back and take a look at some more of the interior details here. All right, so this is the clockmaker, the clocksmith. What did you find?
Brickdad Build said you just got to search, and so I did, and I found it. A picture of the alley. Hold on.
Okay.
You keep talking for a second because
all right,
I
so we
clicked
got
on the image, and now I got to go through the site. Of course, it's on New Elementary.
Okay, we've got they've had a lot of reviews out. So there's that
over there.
They have a lot of clocks here in the clocksmith's building. Looks like he's fixing
a ton of clocks. And there are a lot of there's so many different ones that are all nicely brick built. There's a ton of clocks.
Yeah.
More
we've got
clocks
a couple
than
of
hats.
grandfather clocks, and we've got, I think what he's fixing here is probably like a pocket watch. He's got some cuckoo clocks, it looks like, up on the wall. So we've got several different clocks in here that he's working on. So don't know if he's the clock maker or the clock fixer or what he is, but
clocksmith.
He's doing his clocksmithing in here for sure. Going the wrong direction. And then we have the Inception. All right, there it is.
Oh, there's the side. Or the
so
back.
there's the super boring side, and then the still boring but not super boring side.
Yeah, there's super boring side and the craptastic side.
Yeah.
You can't open the door onto that balcony. Oh, it does open in though. And we've got another window with a white glass piece in it on this side.
Yeah.
I hate what's above the door on the second floor.
You don't like that little roof?
I hate it. So no, I don't like it.
You don't like
Thanks
that
for
little
asking
roof?
for clarification on that one.
Can I clarify you don't like it?
Don't.
You don't find it pleasing?
No, I find it like it
You
looks
don't find
like
it precious?
the cheap. It's like it's it's like bad greebling on a spaceship, but it's on a city modular. What is the piece making the balustrade, the top of the railing there?
Yeah,
What is that?
it's a 1x2. It's 1x2/3. Hold on. Can I finish what I'm saying?
I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ, Marcus.
I am so sorry. Keep going.
It's this piece.
Bullshit! Okay, sorry.
This piece plus a microphone.
Oh, and you just happen to have it in your hand.
Well, I have a bunch of this piece around. I don't have any microphones.
Oh, it's the 1x2 plate
with the hole in the center.
With the Apollo stud and a
1x2/3
shoved into it. It looks like a what's it called? It looks like a chess pawn.
Yeah.
Oop. With a microphone shoved into it.
That's what it is.
Fair enough. I think you're right.
Thanks.
Hey, I have a question. What's
bro?
Tutor.
Bro. Okay. So bro. Tutor?
Bro.
Piece creating the end of the leaves on the end of those plant pieces.
Bro, those are green hearts.
I just figured that out before I broed. Yeah. I like
green
the way
heart
that
tiles.
looks. Like it took me a minute to see what it was, but I think it blends in pretty well.
Or leaf clover, bro.
There you go. Barris says we could throw out a pal. Pal? That's a great idea, but we're too bro-y here for that.
Way too bro-y for pal. Let's see. I have another one, but I'm trying to think of a P word to get to it. Okay.
Is the top of Letter Dad's tool a new mold? No, that's a Technic gear.
God, you're good at like identifying. Oh yeah, I knew that one too. Actually, though. No, I saw that.
Yeah,
one.
you got that one.
Hey, bro. Tutor.
Bro.
Path of the Ivy.
Yeah, it's broken,
no,
right?
No. Yeah, what is that? What's that second segment growing out of?
Well, I mean, and I figure they probably have to break it because they lift off.
Modular.
But you've got to do better than that. It looks kind of shitty.
Kind of poopy.
Honestly, it looks kind of shitty.
Poop.
But hey, maybe new elementary just messed something up, and maybe it's not supposed to look like that. I don't know.
Maybe they built it wrong because this is not a lifestyle shot. This is from New Elementary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good point.
I blame them and their unprofessionalism. I don't know.
Right.
Here's the inside of the fish and chips / Bari thing.
Calling him the leather daddy is my win of the night. Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Bro.
It's okay. I don't got a lot to say about this, bro.
Tutor?
Bro.
Professional operation.
Well, let Jesse answer that.
Bro?
Yeah. I think so. Look at those classy lamps on that bar.
What do you think of the bacon and egg platter that she's serving up there?
How'd she cook that?
There's a kitchen. So if you can see the haberdashery behind the haberdashery, there's a kitchen.
Bro. Tutor?
Bro.
Platter.
Bro.
That's how you do it.
The Denny's bacon and eggs, baby.
Yeah,
Bear, is that bacon and eggs? Yeah, totally agree. It's what that is. It's like bacon, eggs, and toast.
Is it, or is it moons over my hammy?
I love moons over my hammy.
Bro.
It's the Pee Wee Herman eggs with the bacon smile.
Totally. Tutor?
Bro.
Point of sale?
Yeah, they got a cash register, bro.
Isn't it nice? It's a nice one.
Yeah, it is nice. It is.
I
It
like
does
that
look
point
pretty
of
good.
sale, bro.
I kind of like the spool of the, or not the spool, but the receipt coming out the top there.
Yeah, it's a spool.
Yeah. Brick Dad, who do you think we're placating? I'd like to hear about that.
Probably me.
VMAC agrees that
he probably wants you to calm me down.
I don't know.
The cash register is bro. Yes.
Yeah.
So is the poppy. So is the poppy in a vase.
There you go.
Is
Lots
there a
of peas
coffee
in there.
maker back there too?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's like an espresso machine, brah.
bro. Tutor.
Bro.
Placement of the planks. Look at that. They're all. I like the offset.
Okay. Yeah, they're offset.
That. You're not gonna bro that? You're not gonna bro that?
That's it, bro.
Why?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, you might know it. Are you knowing it? Are you half knowing it? Oh, you're half no, half bro. I don't like this.
Half no, half bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Half no, half bro.
I don't like your waffling on this particular matter. Oh, fine. And now you're skipping it all together. What don't you like about the placement of the planks?
It's fine. It's just not. I don't know. They're even though they are not symmetrical, they're still too symmetrical.
Ooh.
I want them to be a little more random.
Ooh, drama.
Why are they all 1x4? I could use a 1x6 in there or a 1x3. Mix it up, bro.
Throwing down. So you're actually a no.
Yeah, at least they're not all lined up.
You gotta own your no, bro. Oh, okay, all right. So you are. But you're like. I think you're like a 3/4 no, to be honest.
No, bro.
I don't know. I don't know, bro. Jesse, planks.
Placement of the planks.
Placement of planks.
Bro, he's broing it.
Yeah.
You gotta calm down. Placate. Water closet is behind her to the left under the stairs. Yes, we talked about that on our call too, Ben. Kitchen has removable wall and hat shop for access playability.
There you go.
Bros.
Bro.
Tutor.
Bro.
Playability.
Bro. Hey, I'm not gonna play with it, Jazzy.
It's gonna be pretty tight to fix that bacon and eggs if it falls off of there.
And therefore, no or bro on the playability.
Sounds like a no from Jesse.
Yeah, I mean it's like.
Is it?
Can you get your hand in there? Shit.
Is it better or worse? I just want to know, better or worse than the D&D set for playability?
Oh, bro.
You know how easy it is in this shot to see the bolts of fabric, and I still didn't know what you were talking about, Ben. You see, there's like 19 bolts of fabric in.
There's several.
Haberdashery. Yeah, I guess for playability, I guess it'd be hard to play Leather Daddy buying a hat in the haberdashery because like especially with these stubby fingers. Look at this crap. Look at all these stupid big body parts that just don't match anything else. I'm 5'7". I weigh 160 pounds. I'm mad.
You've got a protuberant nose and sausage fingers apparently according to you.
Yes. And my feet are too big for my frame too.
It does look like they shorten the wall in between the two. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Bro. Tutor?
Bro.
People?
Bro.
You like the people?
I love these minifigures. They're super retro. They're not just retro. They're like 1920s retro.
It's kind of strange because the only one who like isn't is the cat girl.
Is there a man with a white face?
Yeah. So I'm guessing that's
a white head.
That's
no
like
face?
It must be a mannequin in the haberdashery.
There's no room in that haberdashery for a hat mannequin.
I don't know.
I don't know.
The only thing that makes sense.
Kind of, yeah, I guess.
I do like the clockmaker with the pocket watch. It's kind of out of scale. I mean, that's not fitting in his pocket, but it's still cool.
The
like
Dusty
the
Leather Daddy
mustache
is off the hook.
with the red hood. We do have the very, very fancy red hat lady. So
Red Hat Lady is awesome.
Yeah,
reminds me of the Guarded Inn.
This girl's got crazy hair over here. So yeah, what were we? Oh, we were just talking about whether or not there's a mannequin in the haberdashery. We're looking hard.
So back up to that front of the window, maybe.
Bro, fit in there,
bro.
He's over here, I think.
Tutor,
bro.
Pictures for your lifestyle.
All right, let's see him.
Stop. Bro or no?
No. No.
Wizo.
Why?
The fern coming into focus.
The fern purposely being shoved into the foreground. Yes, that's a no for me as well. And
the blue ass chair
yes!
and the stupid wood puzzle.
The puzzle for snakes.
And then the other thing up on top of this, weird
TV
end
tray.
table thing. Yeah, TV tray. The gold cigar box or whatever the hell that is up there. Like, what is that?
Couple of boxes, yeah.
If you build it wrong, you go in the blue chair timeout corner.
Yeah, it did look like it was in the corner.
It's like the cupboard under the stairs. There's a staircase on the other side of that wall, and that is where you sit if you build it wrong. Or
Just slide the panel closed.
So according to Brick Dad Builds, he really likes this mannequin and this haberdashery. He does fit. He sits at the front window and he fits. So don't worry.
That's
Don't worry.
important.
Yes. Yeah. It definitely looks like a trouble chair. It's a little too bright and fun for a trouble chair. I think a trouble chair should have like the bed of nails.
Oh yeah.
Aren't we
what
happy
did they
I don't
call
have
it
children?
in Matilda, the pokey was like a stand-up closet with a bunch of nails driven through it or something.
I've never seen
The
that
chokey.
movie.
The chokey. That's what it was called. Before someone corrects me, the chokey. So they throw you in the choke. Mrs. Trumbull would throw you in the chokey if you were bad.
Bro.
Tutor.
Pokey? Sorry, I had
no. Chokey.
No, chokey.
Oh.
Chokey. Well, here's the levels broken up.
Awesome.
I still don't see the dude, but I think he's in this. You can see my thing. I think he's right here.
Window door, window
That's what
glass.
Brick Dad Builds claims.
Yeah.
He's a known liar though. I think that is a Dune pane box on the stand. But that's a cube. Isn't the Dune pane box a cube? It's a flat urn.
That could be it. Yeah, I think
That's just happening.
Yeah, I think you'd need the pane box would need to be taller, but
with a lid.
It's a 1920s. It's a 1920s urn. It's all that retro. And who's in there? The leather daddy.
The chimney sweep fell down the chimney.
Cigar box, yeah.
Somebody who sat in the blue chair too long.
Yeah, someone in that blue chair. The pane box is probably by the blue chair. You can't see it because it's behind the wall. They also look like they have a couple of like old newspapers down here too.
That's exactly what I was about to say. So underneath the snake puzzle is another pane box urn, and underneath that are your collectible newspapers apparently.
Yeah, and then another hat box or whatever the heck it is down there. It's from the haberdashery. It's a hat box.
You are correct.
Yeah,
but don't forget, you just got to shove your fern in front of your camera before you take a picture. And it's not even a fern. That's like a ficus or
whatever it is.
Somebody tell me it's non-variegated.
The stupid leaves just hanging out down there.
Yeah, I hate them.
Okay, here's the cat ladies.
She's so fun.
Yeah.
There's the fern.
Bro.
Wow, this is bro.
Tutor.
Bro, sorry. I'm confused. Bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of cute cats in here. I don't know how many there are.
This is the Lego embodiment of a lifestyle shot in there's so much random shit in this. There's a giant fern.
Yeah.
There is a what did we say? A fish tank? No, a terrarium.
Pet terrarium, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro. I do like the beetle up here.
I love a Barris. Okay, so he says the Barris. The bottom box is pictures of the builders who came before you, tried and failed, tried and died. Oh my god!
Yeah, they are.
As often as you can. No pressure.
They put you in the blue chair. Then you put your hand in the pane box. This is if you mess up, and then if you die, you get cremated and put in the special hat box underneath the whole thing.
There's a safety step. You can get out of all the trouble if you can solve the snake puzzle.
Yeah, if you can get the
That's what that
you can
stuff
get
is.
the puzzle. Yep, auto fix, auto win.
Well, that's what we said, VMAC, is like it's clearly like
That's
some
like
sort
the
of
one thing.
retro-esque corner, but it's retro-esque people living in the modern world shown by goth girl. Oh, she's not goth. She's got brown hair. The cat
No, but
lady.
she does kind of have darkish colored lipstick, but it's not black. It's more like you know, dark.
She's
dark
more
lip
hip than
colored.
goth.
Yeah, I have a question though.
What's up?
Is she wearing this?
She definitely fucking is. That is not a lace-up tunic. That is a medieval hoodie if I've ever seen one.
That's a hoodie for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's definitely not 1920s. I don't think they were wearing zip-up hoodies in the 1920s, but it looks like she's got some sort of funky thing in the back side here, decoration-wise, back here behind her head.
Oh, of course. It's a lifestyle shot. It's part of the. It's part of the.
Yeah, it's part of the roof for the tutor. But it kind of makes it look like it's got some fancy wall sculpture art back there, but it's just the
thank you
the tutor section. So, and she's got these big old lamp things back there,
bro. Tutor,
bro,
pooping,
bro. Where?
Her face. It looks like she's pooping.
She's winking, but you could be right.
I think she's pinching one. Oh, Brick Dad Bill says,
yeah.
On a positive note, she is neurodivergent, and there's a sunflower lanyard for her on tile in the set. Oh, and now I'm making fun of her for looking like she's pooping. Thanks a lot, Brick Dad Builds. I really didn't want to feel like a prick. P for prick.
She's winking.
Yes, she's definitely just winking.
I don't think she's just that
no to my
shag
question
carpet
to her face.
look with the studs showing.
I know. I was thinking. Oh, thank you for bringing that up because I was thinking the same thing. It's definitely
With
a
a
lifestyle
bunch of
shot.
cats? No way. She would have the hardwood floors.
Maybe that's. Maybe she does, and that's the cat shedding.
Maybe they have made quite the mess in there. Then
where's that fern? Because there seems to be a table like right in front of it, which I would imagine is like her kitchen table. What's the entire room look
I don't know
like?
that we get another look at it. Here's the oldie vacuum.
I'll find another look at it. I'm check out New
Yeah,
Elementary.
you can do that.
I will.
So how many different clock face tiles do you think there are? I see at least there's at least three different ones here.
I'm on New Elementary, so I can tell you right now.
There's 9 different ones.
No, I was guessing 9, but there are 1, 2, 3,
Probably
4.
just the 3.
There's 4. Because there's a 3x3, there's 2 2x2s, and there's a 1x2. I'm sorry, a 1x1, a 1x2 clock face.
Well, and then the one outside is a 3x3.
3x3 on the street. Yep, and then
Okay.
2 2x2s and a 1x1.
Okay. All right.
Oh, and there's another new element. There's 2 new element recolors besides the ones we found. Ben, I'm sorry. Actually, there are several. There's the here. Let me just share this. Fuck it. I'm all
We're gonna
mad
get some
about it.
Inception.
You definitely are. It's the only way to do this here. Because I only have one screen. I don't know why I said it like that. Here we go. Not that one. This one. Okay. So recolors, like we said. So green heart is new. Dark green box, which we called.
Bring that up on the page. Don't worry.
Wait, what?
I brought it up on the screen.
Oh, so did I not do that?
There now.
I can't see.
But it's fine.
Can't see. Oh,
It's good,
thank
man.
you.
We're all good.
Okay, thank you. I ran out of there because I didn't want anyone to see it Inceptions. So here's apparently all of them in one. But so it's like nougat has all these pieces in it, and then green and dark green.
Bricks, but okay.
Apparently not. Let's see what it says. Brick 1x4 and nougat.
1x2 and nougat. 1x4 and not nougat and the headlight bricks.
Yep. Maybe we have a 1x4 in nougat of this, but it's like it says that's only the 18th.
Yeah, it says they're new.
Yeah. Okay. And then dark green for this, and then green for the heart is new.
You know what the problem is? I'm thinking of medium nougat, not whatever color that is.
Nougat. It's the naked, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Nougat.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The fleshy color.
Wait, light nougat is the. I don't know.
Well, because if we're talking about dark nougat or this darker nougat, I've got a whole bunch of it. I'm looking up here at the detectives agency. Yeah, that's like the fleshy color right there, I think.
Okay.
Bro.
Okay. Bro.
Tutor?
Bro.
Were we actually doing a thing?
I don't think so.
Hearts?
I was just saying bro for a yes.
Okay. Oh, cool. All right.
Not like a whole 4-person conversation.
Bro.
Bro.
Tutor?
Bro.
Pearl Gold?
No. I don't need any more pearl gold in my life.
But we got battle droid legs and 2x2 tiles with 2 studs. That's nice, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
It's a plate special, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And so these are the... I didn't realize we didn't have the mudguard
piece?
hand. Yeah, but we got the squashy 1x2.
The tiny brick. Yeah, the tiny snot.
The tiny snot. And we also called this one... I didn't realize that the paperboy cap had never been made in light bluish gray.
Whatever.
So you were asking about what? You were asking about the rest of her apartment. Here, put your
yeah.
No,
if you don't mind, put your screen back up, and I'll see if I find it so people don't get sick of me just like scrolling.
I still don't know where it goes or where this came from.
So the chef looks like it's chucking away old fish that apparently wasn't good enough for the restaurant. But cats are interested; they're into it. Why wouldn't they be? And there we have inside the old restaurant. The other thing that we learned about this is that the name of the restaurant is apparently the Old Guarded Inn.
Aww.
So that's a callback to a classic castle set.
She's wearing that hat.
Could be.
She did remind me of that. Didn't I say that?
Yes, you did.
I did say that. Look at me saying stuff that I thought.
Okay, so apparently Brick Dead Builds tells us that light nougat equals flesh.
Oh.
Dark nougat equals existing brick. Nougat equals new. So apparently it's a third color sort of in between the two.
Bro?
That we don't have, that has not had a brick before. Yeah, and looking at it here, just looking at it here, this is definitely not flesh, and it's definitely not dark nougat.
Ooh.
So
all right.
It's a third color.
All right. Do you still have the ability to put my screen back up?
Yes. There
so
it
this
is.
is the only shot they have in New Elementary but this is the layout. So it wasn't the table, it's the railing.
Oh, it's the railing for the stairs.
Staircase, yeah. And she's got shag carpeting wall to wall.
Yeah. A cat food dish.
Yes. And water. Yep. And nice little carpet.
Shelf, little rug. She has a rug on top of her carpet.
Yes, of course. Why wouldn't she? And this is the spot that you were talking about. That kind of like, so these that must be where the windows are.
Because the table, you don't even see where she was sitting.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, and there's a cat tree. Isn't that what this is? Okay.
There's a cat on the cat tree in that picture.
I don't remember. That was more than 30 seconds ago.
She's got to have a bed somewhere, doesn't she? Or does she just hang out up there?
I think she was sitting on a futon.
Okay. Well, sure.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Yep. True.
Why not?
Is there a ladder?
Yeah, it goes up to the roof, I bet.
Oh.
So then they have the doors to the roof up above that.
Oh, so she's the leather daddy in disguise. There's a story here. I like it.
Could be.
A story.
Could be.
Fun times.
All right. Oh, and then before we move on from this, I did want to bring up this.
I love this.
So this is the GWP for the corner, the tutor corner. Looks like it's got
tutor.
Bro.
Perfect GWP.
This is a very excellent GWP, bro.
I
like the gumball machine, bro. I like the gumball machine. I like the different newspapers up here, though it looks like one of them is a sticker, maybe two of them.
Is it? I don't think so.
Well, the extra and the Lego News, I think, aren't, but I think that the travel one is. You can tell it's a sticker, actually.
Oh no, I'm sorry. My comment was to the comment I just brought up. Is this a possible tie-in to the Lego Ideas clue set? I don't think so.
She's got an umbrella. Maybe she's gonna murder someone in the whatever with an umbrella. I don't know.
It's Mary, homicidal Mary Poppins.
Yeah. Poppins the murderer. That starts with a P.
I meant Perry Moppins.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Omega agrees. GWP is cool. Joellen will love it. You misspelled love. Still confused at what time period this is supposed to be. Now, but with
Just
people who are obsessed with the 1920s. Yeah.
Just get over it. It's my suggestion.
So what is that a microphone shoved into the bottom of an Apollo? Oh, you know what that is? That's the pneumatic tri-way pump thing put in a lamp holder. No, it can't be a lamp holder.
A paint roller.
It's a paint
roller. Oh, I can't say. Bro.
Paint roller, bro.
All right. So there you go. Corner kiosk.
I like that.
Kind of a fun GWP.
I love it. And it's an easy way to get the that fun new sloped wedge piece in dark blue. I mean, easy way. You've got to buy this on day one and hope that you get it in time to get the GWP. Whatever.
You can get that piece, I'm pretty sure, in the Mustang, the dark Mustang set. So, all right, Mark's, he's
popping out, bro.
Venturing out for a second, but he'll be back. So that was promoting Tutor Bros. Very excited for the Tutor Corner. I think it'll be a good addition to the modular line for sure. And like I said, the one thing that I can definitely tell you from all this is it makes me think the museum is too short. I always thought that. Now I triple think that after seeing it next to it.
Do you think people alt build medieval things with the roofing and?
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll see that technique a lot more, especially with the angled tile wedged in there. I think that'll be popular.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we'll see a bit more of that.
Somebody will make it retro because it feels retro.
Yeah, I'm not going to complain though. I think it's a cool technique, and I like doing some of the Tutor builds stuff. So it's nice to see Lego embracing it. All right, so we can start this while Mark's doing whatever he's doing, which is it's time for a close call. And we have 3 close calls today. Of course, we have the one we never actually answer, Yub Nub ending or victory celebration.
Yub Nub.
You can type those in there.
Yub Nub.
But let's find out what our first question is today. Does mac and cheese require a mix-in? Hell no. Yeah. Give me that buffalo mac and cheese, or no, unless it's more cheese.
No, leave it alone. Leave it the fuck alone. This is not a close call. Mac and cheese is mac and cheese. That's why it's called mac and cheese. It's not mac and cheese and a bunch of other crap.
So Mark is saying he doesn't want buffalo chicken mac and cheese. Jesse?
No, it's the only answer. Next close call.
Jesse?
I've had both of these, they have a good mac and cheese with more cheese at Noodles Company. And but I don't know that they have a spicy one.
I think they do. VMAX going with the Yub Nub. Everyone always goes with the Yub Nub. Just go watch them. Victory Celebration is better.
No.
But anyway, let's
cheese on cheese.
No, they've watched them. They know the movies. It's not like they've never heard of these movies.
Yeah, but I think if you go back and watch Yub Nub, you'll remember that song is stupid.
I think you'll remember that Victory Celebration sucks. Just like mac and cheese with other shit in it.
Really
listen. All I'm saying is which one's better, not which one's awesome. That's all I'm saying.
There's no fireworks in space.
VMAX says required no, can do yes. So he doesn't think it requires a mix-in. He's fine with just plain old mac and cheese.
Can do, right? I agree.
A good call on differentiation between for the actual question that was asked.
That's true. The actual question, I guess everyone's saying it's not required. Some people are, they don't want to say it has to have a mix-in. I can only eat it with a mix-in. It's for kids if it doesn't have buffalo chicken or some other shit in it. I don't know. Hello, yeah. That's all I get. I think that's supposed to be the hell yeah one. So Brick Dad Build says it needs the mix-in.
No, he's given hell yeah to Yup Nub. Is what he's doing.
No, he's given hell yeah to the buffalo chicken mac and cheese. Is indeed. I like how he thinks that he's doing the equivalent to this. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Needs a Minnesota twist of Spam.
Minnebrota. Trader Joe's Hatch Chili Mac and Cheese is the blah 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 blah.
It says not required though. You skipped the but not required part at the end.
Nope.
You shot yourself in the foot. You have an 8-bit Return of the Jedi end music. Oh, that might be fun.
Okay.
All right, let's go on to the next one here. Let's get a little more Lego-y, but this is only sort of Lego-y. But I am feeling good because Jesse's here, and I think he might have an opinion. Battle of the Billionaires, Batman or Iron Man?
Ooh.
Which one are we going with? And this doesn't have to be Lego Batman or Lego Iron Man, just Iron Man or Batman in general.
So they're battling?
Which one's better?
It's like, which one are you like, yes, I want that guy. He's my hero. He's my personal hero.
Yeah, so this isn't like you want the minifigure. You want to stan the better superhero.
You do.
Right? Yeah.
You want to say that guy's the best.
That's what stan means.
Superhero. Oh, man.
Oh, Jesus.
I think I finally close called Jesse on this. He's struggling.
So close.
I'm close called as well.
Yeah.
I'm very close called on this because they're very cool in different ways.
Yeah.
Like Iron Man's suit is cool, but all of the Batman vehicles are awesome. The Bat Jet's cool. The Batmobile's cool. The Tumbler's cool. There's definitely been way more Batman movies. Though, of course, Iron Man's showing up in a ton of Avengers movies.
Yeah.
Well,
they did Iron Man a lot of new things. Basically, there wouldn't even be a contest if they hadn't done the MCU. And
one of the best castings in the history of time was Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, without RDJ,
yes, as Tony Stark. Oh my God! Because you hate this person. He's so cocky. He's so like self-assured. He's this. He's that. And just that first movie, that entire journey, is so good. And like,
I'm gonna go with Iron Man. I'm more of a Marvel bro, and because he went out, like because of the MCU, he started the MCU and he ended it with "I am Iron Man," saved the whole universe. So
it's such a good
story. Is Batman gonna do that? He's gonna like sit alone in his cave, and he
the Marvel universe has had a better story arc, better writers, better keeping the brand together, better franchise.
Batman has a good rogues gallery.
Yeah, part of the problem with Batman is they've had too many people play Batman.
They've had too many people play Batman.
And but Michael Keaton was very good.
But that's the problem, though. As they continue to force it to go, a lot of mediocre Batmans get all this praise.
There were
who was the most recent one? The most recent one?
Robert Pattinson.
Piece of shit. Like, that is one of the worst movies.
Yeah, technically they had, in The Flash, they had Batman come back, and it was Michael Keaton again. So that was kind of interesting.
I was super disappointed in that movie. I love the Penguin on HBO. I'm sorry, on Max. Whatever. Keep rebranding, people.
I hear it's good.
But it takes place during the Robert Pattinson Batman. So the city of Chicago floods because that's where it was filmed, and it does not look Gotham-y. And for some reason, Gotham is also New Orleans, and it's below sea level, and it has like these levees that break. I'm like, wait a minute, wait. Is this canon? Is Gotham actually below sea level and has levees?
It always
that are
had
keeping
bridges,
it away from...
like New York flavor, where the bridges, they blow up the bridges and you can't get out of Gotham.
Yes, it's very Manhattan. They filmed it in Chicago, and the story is of a giant urban center built on top of New Orleans, basically by the story. So I think so I'm not going to go original here. I'm also going to go with Iron Man, just because the modern tellings of the story, the franchises, and the writing, especially, because I don't know what DC has been trying to do, but they have hired some of the worst writers. Suicide Squad, the first Suicide Squad movie, is insulting to anyone over the age of 4's intelligence, and apologies to 4-year-olds.
Yeah, I hated when they did Suicide Squad and then The Suicide Squad. I'm like, that sucks.
They poached Tim Gunn from Marvel. That was when he left what's
Guardians of the
called?
Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy. And it was supposed to be like this, and like Tim Gunn without like the Disney guidance was a little too violent, a little too crass, a little too ridiculous.
Yeah.
And while it was a much better movie than Suicide Squad, it was still kind of like DC don't have a brand. It don't, bro.
You're just relying on Margot for all those. It's like all they're doing.
Oh my god!
They go as far as Margot will take them, and that's it.
The Lego Batman movie was a good version of Batman. And
the best.
Adam West.
The best. Because
Adam West.
Good old Adam West.
Oh my god.
Good old Adam West. Well, I'm
Is there a
go
more
with
perfect
Batman,
human than
honestly? James Gunn. The 2 N's. Yeah. What's the
Okay,
guy's
Tim
name,
Gunn.
The new DC is
Tim Gunn is on Project Runway. But
Yeah.
Matt also went to school with James Gunn, and I do believe he has a brother. Maybe his name is not Tim, but he plays the guy who takes over for in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah.
The adopted father with the blue skin. God, what is that actor's name? Michael. Well, so his brother plays one of the Marauders, one of the pirates that takes over. Yeah. He's the one, the skinny one with like the cracky voice. He's the one who takes over. He's the one who takes over for Yondu after Yondu dies.
That's a guy. Okay.
Yes, and it's
Sean Gunn, apparently.
Sean Gunn. So my husband, Matt husband, went to high school with these guys.
If your last name is Gunn, your only first name should be Tommy. That's it. If your name is not Tommy Gunn, you've done it wrong.
James Gunn and Sean Gunn. Tim Gunn, Project Runway. He says make it work. Too many guns.
Gunn.
Too many guns, people. All right.
Also well what? But yeah, we got all that in there. Okay, well this was a close call. Finally, we finally got one.
Yeah, very close. Good job.
I'm hopeful for more, DC stuff, but we'll see. New Superman coming out soon.
He is known for that because Matt says that too. Every time he's like, I went to high school with this guy, because it happens a lot.
Yeah.
Apologies to Matt husband for making fun of him if he's watching, but he's not, because he never does.
Yeah, well, Z's spouse now is probably freaking out because she's like, I already knew I loved Matt, but he's a Gilmore Girls fan. OMG.
He's not. He's just he just knows the person who directed it or wrote it or
she'll
whatever.
Convince him that he should be. Don't worry.
Sean or Tim or James or what was yours, Ben? Who's the only
James Gunn? Tim Gunn, Tommy Gunn.
Tommy.
Gotta be named Tommy Gunn. If you're not Tommy Gunn, you're just doing it wrong.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
What have I ended with every close call for the last 3 weeks?
I don't know. I do not remember.
Star Wars question?
No. Force better Wolfpack.
Yes. It's been Shields though, so
Shields, yes. This time we're just going with the straight up characters, but I do have the Shields here, of course, too.
I think this is a close call, but for me,
the Forceman Shield.
I really do like the badass mysterious bros, and the Forcemen are kind of like a little more on the Men in Tight side. Like they're just a dime a dozen.
The shield though is nice, even the old school shield. So they need
with the stag, or the heart or whatever it is.
They need new torso prints. They need upgrade torsos.
Well, and they do have a newer torso print, but it's still kind of boring.
Still kind of boring.
Yeah, we got to do this.
Everybody runs from the rich to give to the poor. It's kind of been done, and the Wolfpack is like a new thing that's like mysterious.
They're bandits.
Yeah.
Ben, you and I this
still
week.
Not good.
When we
gotta get a shadow box.
We need more though.
Yes,
We're doing
thank
the
you.
Wolfpack CMF soon. So
When you and I meet for the live stream plan for this week, because we have 2 planned for this week, funsies, right?
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
Get to that.
You and I should just like sit down while we're talking and build a little habitat, because I think even
a
a
little
habitat
shadow
size can
box.
be like 8x8 plate. I think we'll do it. Why am I so angry tonight? Everything I say, even when I'm happy, is coming off like I'm insane.
That's okay. We're trying to do something. I'm doing something fast here.
You're gonna build a shadow box right now.
Well, I don't know if this will do anything.
It does
Wow.
actually.
That was quick.
That works really
If
well.
I get it really close though, and then tap it,
now it's way blurry. Now it's
bro.
there you go.
Look at that.
That's how you show a minifig off.
So they
That
do
is
have
how
the
you
new,
show a minifig off. Yes.
the new torso. Look at that. So we got a little something going. So that is a much nicer new torso though.
For the Forestman
Always got you.
plan. Yeah.
Tap your face. Okay, now you're back.
I know how to do it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
It's just I
offend
don't
you.
even know if it'll work if I do this though.
Show the shield though.
Oh, it
Yeah, so
does.
it does.
Show the
It
shield,
does.
bro.
It very much does. I love that shield. Jesse, you are correct. That shield is badass. Actually,
Yeah, I think
Ben,
they have a better shield, but
next week, Wolfpack versus Shadow Master Dojo. Wait a minute. Wolfpack versus Forest Man Shield.
Yeah.
Very good close call.
Well, and they
Everyone
do
can
have
their homework.
They do have a slightly newer Wolfpack shield now, so it's slightly different. I don't know if they have a shield.
Mhm.
Yeah, they must. Well, they have a slightly different logo. It's like the
They
snout
must.
is slightly longer or something.
Yeah,
But-
no, you're right. It's like piggish for some
Yeah.
reason. Hi.
So there we go. We're back up to them.
Yeah. Do we have any other answers from the Tainted? Because I'm on Wolfpack side here.
Rocky 5. I don't even know what that means. And
makes
Men in
sense.
Tights.
Men in Tights is something I said, which he agreed with, which I kind of knew he would.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the Rocky 5.
Love VMAX deck. Maybe it's something that James Gunn produced.
Wolfpack says Omega.
I thought Omega would go for that. I feel like Joe Ellen would go for Forestman because it's cute and she's probably still driving home. That's why she's not there. She's probably still driving home from Holiday Joy.
And here's the. We'll do this again. Look at this. We're gonna just all the time now. All the time now, we're gonna be pushing the buttons. I already did it.
I gotcha.
So there he is.
You're being
The newer
defensive about the
Forestman.
controls tonight, sir. I like
Yeah.
that. I still like that.
Yeah, so he's not bad.
Oh, so Omega says I'm wrong. I guess I don't know Joellen as well as he does for some reason. All the way with her, it's the wolves for Wolfpack. Oh yeah, that does make sense.
Halloween, scary. Yeah.
No, she loves dogs.
Okay,
Or
fine.
maybe I'm wrong. Omega, tell me which one it is. Yeah,
Whatever.
So this classic wolf is so much better than the more recent one they came out with, which I do think is a little too snarly. This is perfect. Like this is Lego nostalgia. This is like what do they call it? Like Lego DNA. They used to always call it. Tommy Gunn is the other boxer in Rocky 5. Oh, okay. But Tommy Gunn is
Rocky
also
trains.
a Tommy Gun like that.
Yeah,
Boing, boing, boing,
exactly.
boing, boing. Yeah.
That's
I
why
knew
if
that's
your
what
name
you
is
meant, Ben.
right, if your name is Bobby Gunn, I don't care about you. If your name is Tommy Gunn, I'm like, yeah, you're cool. You know?
Yeah. Every other gun should not introduce themselves to Ben because he will not want to be friends with them.
Yeah, I'm like, don't even talk to me.
Obviously, that
She
makes sense.
loves dogs and wolves. We used to actually have a hybrid wolf dog.
Oh, she's talked about that. Yeah, that's right. Okay, that makes sense.
Like
now I know.
like White Fang from the sled racing movie or whatever.
Viet Fong, I think is how you pronounce it. Ignore me. Sometimes synapses just fire and my mouth has done things before I could control it.
All right.
Apologies.
All right.
Thank you for
Okay.
your grace.
Well,
Your never-ending
that's over.
grace.
So before we get to freaking out, we did skip. Please give me presents, and there is a present that Mark and I want to give members of the Tainted, who are in fact members of the channel. And Mark and I actually worked on a show run for a members only stream.
We've got it. Do we dare share it, or should it be a surprise?
I think we should share the run, but we can tell them when it is, of course, because they got to come join us.
They do. And it's the 14th, December 14th.
That's right.
6 short days away. Is that right?
That's right. Can't do it Friday. It's Saturday. It's a Saturday night. And I don't know when we're going to start. Probably 7-ish, I would say.
Probably
is a pretty good guess.
7:15 sounds responsible.
Okay. Mark needs to be extra responsible that day, so we'll move to 7:15. But finally, at least one perk for being a Tainted member, and at least one of the things we're going to do, you guys are going to help us.
We're going to view Saturday the 14th. It's going to be a live viewing of the movie Saturday the 14th.
That will be interesting. Well, you're going to help us. We're going to do some live some live AI stuff that you guys are going to help us with.
Our garage band and our independent artist.
We are
livesies.
Like taking live suggestions and putting it
the members seem really excited. If you want to join us, you could pay $1.99 to join us for the members only stream, and then you can cancel your subscription the next month. Cool. But we'll be having some fun.
That's cool.
Dare I say we're gonna have some funsies?
Funsies for sure.
I think we are. I think one of the ones I'm most excited about has to do with the holidays. That's all I'll say. I'm going to put every ounce of my being into that segment. Because A, it's my brainchild. B, I'm very passionate about that. Brick Dad Build says, I am the taint in the Tainted. You get it, bro.
Maybe. All right, so freaking out. That sounds like a rant.
Yes.
Do we have some participants today who want to rant? I know Jesse normally says no.
But then he does like the most genius rant we've ever heard. So yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Tell us no.
And he drops that one.
And then blow us out of the water, please.
And then we'll go into it anyway. Yeah, I think that's how it works.
Yeah.
I would do a Tainted suggested rant.
Oh. Ooh, he's
taking requests for rants. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's like when Ben had Reed on, and he forced him to talk about Chima.
My best move on that one was when I gave him the
best move.
When I gave him the
randomness gave it to him, right?
When randomness gave him the he had to rant against Castle.
Oh my god.
He's like, it's the past, man.
And you said what?
That was the best.
And when you counterpointed, what'd you say?
I have nothing to say. Everything he said was exactly right. That's what I had to say about that.
P for prick. P for troll.
P for prick. T for troll. All those things were 100% true.
Tainted, if that is your real name, thank you. Dead Builds. Ninjago Mech Overdose. That's your rant. Do you like it? That's the suggestion that we got. Will you do
too many
Overdose?
That thing try to focus on there.
You can expand it to too many mechs fucking everywhere in Lego sets.
I could rant on mechs here.
Nice.
All right. Well, that timer is going to drive everybody crazy, but it's up there. All right, Jesse. Jesse's going to go first. I'm going to get piece of cake because Mark's not ready.
I have it. I do have it ready.
Okay, play
Thank you very much.
We'll tell Jesse when to go. All right. Jesse, go.
I'll just go. I got no thoughts other than Ninjago Mechs, if that is your real name. Why don't you give us some mech dragons or mech bunnies or something with what's that animal that we couldn't think of? Like, put that in them. Now that deer thing, I don't know.
The alpaca? The prairie dog?
Alpaca mech. Let's get that.
Alpaca mech would be amazing.
Yeah. Ninjago mechs, I'm over it. We don't need that. We need we need cute, cuddly animal mechs from like Dreams, maybe, I don't know, or some Nightmares. I'm done. Ninjago, you can't just steal Transformer ideas and put it into a mech and add a speed car. And I don't even know if I'm talking about the right theme, but I'm over it. I'm over it. Don't do anymore.
And you're done. Yes, don't do it anymore.
Loved it.
Just knock it the crap off with your constant mechy mechs.
A Superman mech, which we did actually discuss and found out that it's like Lex Luthor is attacking him with kryptonite, and that is the So
there's
yeah,
one reason to have a suit.
But it's the one that we easily say, why does Superman need a mech? And there's actually a story. They did it to themselves. They did it to themselves because we're not going to look at it twice unless we're on a live stream where we do this, where we stare at the pictures. People are going to be like, there's a Superman mech. That's dumb because you made a mech. Wasn't there like a police mech for City or something?
The other thing that was ridiculous is they had the Iron Man mech.
The Lego movie had a bunch of mechs when
like a fireman
Lord
mech.
Lord Business meched everything out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the most ridiculous one though is Iron Man fighting an android or a cyborg. I think he's not a cyborg, he's more of an android inside of a Iron Man suit. So mech inside of a mech fighting an android.
Yeah, I thought that was ridiculous too.
Yeah.
If they're already a mech, why does the mech have to be inside a mech? Or the Hulk and I don't know. It's just like
he's not even fighting the Hulk there. He's fighting whatever it is he's fighting.
The Green Goblin.
Just give us minifigs or big fig. Give us more big figs because like I don't need a mech. I need more big figs.
Why isn't mech its own line yet? I mean, we got Brotanicals.
Yeah. Mechy mechs.
I love some
because they make
Brotanicals.
mechs for everything.
Mechy mechs.
The reason to sell set, you know.
You don't need. It doesn't need its own category because it already is its own category.
Yeah, maybe Dreaming Giga will have some better mechs next year.
Dreaming Giga, yeah.
Dreaming Giga.
No. You never know.
There you go.
You never do.
Thanks for the idea.
Do ya?
All right, here we go. I'm gonna complain now, but before I complain, we gotta say.
Okay, listen up. That is your real name. If that is
Oh shoot! Here, hold on. Try it again.
It's okay. I got it.
Okay, listen up. If that is your real name.
So we'll get started now. Because who do I want to complain about? I want to complain about all of the stupid morons who are all like, hey, modulars can only be European / Parisian or American. You can't have a mix of both. I only like it when it's this style or that style. All I want to do is think about how America dominates in pop culture. And because of that, I hate everything America. So if your modular is too American, I'm not going to buy it. I'm just going to sit around and tell you that your modular sucks because it's not my preferred architectural style, which is, of course, only what I see every day in my own city and not something different. And I just want to say, hey, we've got more history than America because we've had buildings longer than America, and that makes us better than America. Guess what? Get over yourselves. There can be a mix of styles and they can all be cool. You know what's cool? The diner's cool. Tudor Corner's cool. The Parisian restaurant's cool. They can all be cool. Shut up.
Wow, you nailed. Did you practice that?
No, I was off the cuff, bro.
You nailed it to the second, bro.
Detective Office is cool, American, bro.
Thank you. But you know, there's always these
noir, bro,
numbskulls who are like, no, man, you know what? I never buy the American ones. I only buy the European ones.
Their skulls are so numb.
Numb as all get out.
Yeah.
Super freaking numb.
Numb
Gotta move you up there so that when we push this, look at that. See, it's like magic.
Pouring myself a whiskey out of a handle because I need that right now, I guess.
Before I rant.
Always necessary. Yeah. All right, we got it.
Yeah. Palace Cinema is not that cool, but we'll still take it. Oh, come on. It's cool.
It's pretty damn cool, actually.
It's pretty good. Bro.
Palace Cinema.
Bro.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah, Palace Cinema. Okay, you ready to go?
I am.
All right, we got some piece of cake, and Mark, you're up.
All right, listen up, Joy, if that is your real name. How dare you? How dare you find me on a weekend where I want to be grumpy, I want to be down, I want to be depressed. And I'm not happy with certain circumstances that happened around Holiday Joy, mainly, people not showing up. However, Joy, you son of a bitch, you found me in every corner. You found me with Superhawk, who's just so happy he was ride or die for Brickworld, and it's so much fun stuff with all the people who did show up. Then you got people like Brickdad Builds, who have to bring joy as well. How dare you infect Brickdad Builds, who would talk to people about his builds, who was fascinating people with how well he did his Hogwarts castle, inspiring people, and making me happy when I don't want to be happy. How dare you bring so much joy into a space where we've got AFOLs who love what they're doing, who put on a really great show, and every person, person who did walk through the door loved everything that happened. I'm annoyed as fuck with you, Joy, for finding me in every corner of everything that happened in every minute and every second this weekend. I just want to be mad, but your ass found me anyway. Fuck off, Joy.
You son of a bitch, Joy.
Joy is a bad motherfucker.
You just want to Scrooge it. Bah humbug.
Tried to, but I was just happy all weekend. What the fuck?
Yeah. Joy with an I, LOL. That is one way to spell joy. I mean, it's a stupid fucking way to spell joy, but you can do it.
So it wasn't even its real name all along.
No.
Damn, dude.
Somebody apparently locked key card doors.
It said even behind locked key. Yeah, no, because people kept finding me back there, and it was fun times in the offices. So we're like,
you can't hide, Mark. You can't hide.
I can't, and it was just like, but also we were a little bit looser than normal because like we usually keep all the offices like locked and like very specific reasons for people to come back because we've got live cash back there. But I'm like, I know all these people. There's not a lot of guests, and why not just let people come hang out and talk to us? And so there was a lot of like mixing. It was a very chill Brickworld. It was like Brickworld. What was your first? 2012?
Yep. 2012.
It was like Brickworld 2009, 2008. Like you could talk to everybody. Every time you walked around the corner, there was no drama. There was no like. It was just like. It was like Brickworld summer camp, where it was just like a few of the people that you're used to seeing, and like everybody got along. There weren't too many people. There weren't like cliques. There weren't like not to say there's anything wrong with Brickworld Chicago with cliques with like a lot of people, but it does happen. There was like less separation there was more like we are all a smaller group and we have this in common. It's been really fun. It's been, and so like I'm not expressing it the right way. It sounds like I'm insulting people who come to Brickworld Chicago. I'm not doing that, but it was like intimate convention because we had more time with each other because there wasn't a lot of public, and there was something really great about that. And that's not great for like the Brickworld ledger at all, but there was something really great for like the Brickworld spirit. Kevin Lauer, like he's 20 feet away from me. He has the room across the hall. Everyone was in the same. It was a 30,000 square foot ballroom, but yes, everyone definitely was. And when it came down to the office, like we were very like I said, we're just like, yeah, come see us. What's going on? Yeah, it was so chill. It was the chillest. It was the most chill. Vibe. It was much more chill than your own family Christmas or Thanksgiving table. Like, yeah, it was a great weekend. And I'm really grateful for all of the support that Brickworld gets, but just grateful, like, yeah. What?
I was wondering if you do any lower lights during the joy, like
we tried, we tried, but the thing about the Renaissance is their lights are LED, and their engineers are subpar. So like we had 4 banks of lights because we only had Exploration Hall, which is just the northernmost third of the hall for Brickworld Chicago, and 50% was like.
Oh, okay.
50% was like this room right now. And so I was like, can you bring it down to like 30%? And they were like, anything below 50% turns it to blackout. And so I was like, can you turn off 2 of the banks of lights? And they're like, no. And I was like, I know that you can, you just don't know how. Or they were unwilling to. Like it's Friday night at 9 p.m. Why are you bugging me? So we did World of Lights-ish. And so we kept the queue for 50%. And people did notice the difference. Like when we turn it back up from 50 to 100, they'd be like, oh, because it made a difference for the pictures. Like and a lot of people had light up displays this year. Because Ben, as you remember from last year when we were in the ballroom, we could turn off quite a bit of the lights.
Yep.
And like and it looked really cool. It looked great compared to what we had this year. And a lot more people had lights this year. But like we couldn't black it out entirely. I just didn't feel that it would be safe for the public.
Yeah.
Because in that cavernous area, even though there was a ton of displays that lit up this year, it's not as many, not as high of a percentage as Brickworld Chicago. And plus we have just the random public and like toddlers and like people just not paying attention. And when we got the AFOLs doing that and running around in the dark, I'm just like, screw it.
I know what
like,
to do,
exactly. They know what they got into. They came there for a reason. They chose to come. And if like just the public comes in, they don't even know there's a World of Lights, and suddenly we black out all the lights. Anyway.
Yeah. It'd be a big investment, but we do night trains at the museum up here, but we have track lighting with blue films on everything.
Yeah.
So it's like moonlight everywhere. And then
that's what we needed.
You have all the twinkly lights and stuff. So it's not pitch black anywhere.
What we would need to do is do floor floodlighting that lit the walls and the columns and the walkways in order to do it for the public.
Yeah, some sort of
and we didn't have that. Yeah. And the ballroom has that tray ceiling that has lights inside of it. So we can dim all the lights in the hall to like 25%. And then the tray ceiling was lit. So you still had light coming down, but like the light in the room was low enough that you can be like, oh, wow, I'm definitely seeing the difference between light night and day with this lighting. But in the main hall, no, they can't do it.
No.
Not in any effective way, unfortunately.
Was it in the main hall last year? I thought you were like in the...
No, it was not. It was in the ballroom. And the ballroom was unavailable. There was like 1,000 Christmas parties going on this week.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And Brick Dead Build says, because he was there, 100% agree. I would have loved to show my lighting more because his lighting is off the hook. But not to sacrifice safety for kids, especially with all this metal around because the stanchions are in front of all of those. We were going to get Christmas lights to put on the stanchions around the entire hall.
Yeah, there you go.
But if you've been part of Brickworld show, one of the things that we try to get done very quickly after the show closes is picking up the stanchions. And if we also had to unwrap lights off of every crossbar, I'd still be down there.
Yeah.
So it needs a revisit. The entire Holiday Joy concept needs a revisit. Not the show itself, where we do it.
What you can do with lighting.
What my costs are. Yes, because lighting control is a huge.
That's huge. I mean, that's what we do. We make half our budget to survive at the museum. Like the annual cost is all made during night trains.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we had 650 people on Saturday.
Man, I would come out for that.
That's pretty cool.
Much better to attach them to tablecloths, yes. And we didn't have the time necessarily because I forgot the mix
for it. We have track lighting. It's awesome.
Sounds like you need to do Holiday Joy in Minnesota near the train museum. That's what it sounds like to me.
We're gonna go up to Minnesota. Yep. I think we need to go to just at least if we're gonna keep it in Illinois, which I prefer. We're going to have to move to a different suburb, perhaps on the opposite side of Chicago, so that we're down in like Aurora or like Sandwich. I'm just making. I only said Sandwich to make Brick Dad Builds excited that he'd only have to drive like 10 minutes. Oswego. But Aurora or Naperville would be great. Tinley Park, Orland Park, and go to the south suburbs instead. The problem is a certain other brand has a show in February in Tinley. So I had to kind of avoid the area, but they don't avoid my area, so fuck you.
You still want to do December, right?
I do
still
want to
enjoy. Yeah.
I mean, I could do it. Like, I kind of feel like, so some people were like, okay, stop. We should end this before I go too far with this, because actually Kevin and Superhawk are waiting to hang out still. And
Cool.
I'm like, we'll be done by 10. We're always done by 10, especially if I'm like not in. But I will say, like, one of the, now I forgot. Now my brain just emptied. What was the last thing you said, Jesse? Sorry.
The show staying in December.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So I think some people were like, you know, everyone has holiday plans and there's all these holiday parties. I'm like, I'm sorry. So NALTC used to do a show in Aurora, at Cantini Park, that and they did the show for years, and so they had a very established base for it. But it rivaled. It got more people than Brickworld Chicago through the doors. And I'm talking about a room, like, I'm here at the Renaissance, and I'm in an executive suite. So it's like maybe that space was twice the size of this room. So about four times the size of a standard hotel room, right? And they just had an ALTC tables up the train loop, and like they had 2 train loops. And people just like walk through during the holidays, on weekends where there would be blizzards, and people would still come in high numbers. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. People will make time for this if they want to do it. It's the holidays they're spending. They want to do experiences. If they're hosting a holiday party at night, they'll come out to Cantini and check out the show for an hour or two. I'm like, we can do it. It is possible.
The day after Thanksgiving is a good day too.
And I'm like, I'm thinking about like bringing it before Thanksgiving, like the weekend before Thanksgiving. But like, I think this is the perfect weekend to sneak in an extra thing. I think it's a public event problem this year. Let's not even talk about the problems.
Yeah, let's get to the end of the show here, because we seem to be getting off the rails. I don't know. Please. We got to start with saying, propagation. Come back for more, please. That will include Saturday and Sunday. Yep. Come back. After that, it'll be Christmas week. We'll see where we are. We didn't know if we'd be able to stream during Thanksgiving. That worked just fine, so we'll see where we are. Remember last year, Mark, we streamed on Christmas Eve because we found some tomato soup in the stores.
That was so much fun.
So you never know.
So much fun.
So like and subscribe. Yeah, just in case we randomly end up going live, which is, how it goes.
Marty Becker, I don't think that's your real name, by the way, because you said you were going to be here. You said you were here. You've been to Cantini. I must know you. So in whatever way you can, let me know who you really are. Because you have a cool avatar, a cool name. If that is your real name, because I don't think it is. If it is, apologies. I have to know you, though.
Yeah, and if you don't know him, would you say it's a mistake? If you do meet him, it's not a mistake. It would be a happy accident for sure. If you just don't happen to know who he is.
1,000%. Are we ending with Peely Bone? Because I need some Peely Bone.
No, I had something else up
that's fine.
In my idea because someone asked us earlier today, do you even Ninjago, bro? And it's been a while since we've done this one. So here we go. Ending the stream today.
Ninjago, bro.
Do you even Ninjago, bro? No. Do you even Star Wars, bro? Let's do it.
Good song to end on.
Here we go.
There's a Luke, a Leia, a Han, and a Chewie, Stormtroopers, Rancor, Boba Fett, and Yuakui, Obi-Wan, Tornaker, C-3PO, come on. Do you even Star Wars, bro? 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 Do you even Star Wars, bro?